Okay, so we're live. Just get my chat set up. Hope everyone is okay. Hope everyone's doing well. Cool. Okay. Check something out. Okay, guys. So welcome to the chat. Anyone that's in there that let me see, Miss Southern Belle, Roy the Boy, Johnny. What's the story? Yo yo. Just going back up through the chat, guys, just to see who was there. Raphael was in at the start as well. Good to see everyone. Hope everyone is well. So, what am I at today? Well, as you can see, if I can lean back, I have a bucket. I'm going to get the old camera. Bits and pieces I want to sort out. So, they were what I've taken off the boards. So, I have a video coming out on Thursday, so people will be able to see how I remove them from the boards and stuff like that. So, that's what I'm sorting out today. Ro, welcome to the chat, man. Thanks for dropping in. Great to see you. So, all I'm doing today is pulling pins, sorting these type of chips out. So we have the gold cornered VGA chips that I'll be sorting out. Miss Southern Belle, thanks for dropping in again. Great to see you. You're in at the very start. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. So hope everyone's well. Hope things are good with you. Weather here is good in Ireland at the moment. We don't have rain. Pop Scrap, welcome, man. Guys, if you haven't got Pop Scrap, you want to get him. He's another good old Irish scrapper. So all I'm doing is pulling pins out, collecting up my old pins, the gold pins at the moment, sorting them out. I've VGAs to go, sort out as well. How are things with you, Pop Scrap? You off work at the moment for the lockdown? Everyone in lockdown, I think. From what I gather, you're a chef, I think, so more than likely you're not working at the moment. Roy's the boy. So, Miss Southern Belle, where are you from? South America, is it? Or South America? One of the southern states? 3 weeks off, geez, that's tough. Keeping busy scrapping. It's hard to get stuff as well, that's the problem now, because you can't go too far away from your house. So it's hard to get stuff for scrapping. I'm still working at the moment. So it's not too bad, at least I still have money coming in. Miss Canadian Scrapper, welcome to the chat. Guys, if you're into the scrapping, you haven't got Miss Canadian Scrapper, you're missing out. You want to make sure you get her. David, I missed you coming in there. Welcome, thanks for coming in. How has everyone been keeping? Hope you're all well. I don't want to really talk too much about the coronavirus. try and forget about it for a while if we can. Maybe talk about other stuff. Look forward to when we're all back out again and able to enjoy ourselves. So this is what I'm doing to pass the evenings at the moment. Just pulling some pins and sorting out other stuff I'm taking off the boards for gold recovery. So I have a video coming out on Thursday, and then part one of a video, and then part two the following Thursday, and then another video coming out then in 3 weeks' time, a bit more on gold recovery. So I'm trying to get a video out every week as normal, and hopefully we'll soon start to see little bits of gold appearing. So there's some good scrappers there, guys, in the chat. If you're into the scrapping or want to get into it and want to learn more about it, make sure you get them, guys. They're very good channels. Pop Scrap is a fellow Irish scrapper. He's into the copper. He's into the brass. He's more into that than I will be. I'm more into the e-waste. He's more into the thing. I still collect a bit of copper. I still do a bit of brass. If I come across it, I don't turn it down. But the main things I look for is the e-waste. But Pop Scrap would be a lot more into his brass, his copper, stainless steel, stuff like that. If you want to check out his videos, he does all that sort of stuff. Ro is another one that's into the Romatic. If you want to check out his channel as well, guys, he's into the scrapping. He's getting into the e-waste. I think he's doing a bit in the e-waste as well. So collecting it up anyhow. So if you want to check out his channel as well, guys, after the live, if you want, he's another channel to check out. We're all just one big happy community. We try and help each other out, give advice, whatever. There's another one at the start, Raphael Scrapper. He's another scrapper. He was in at the start, and usually as well, Ralph Morrick. If anyone hasn't got him, he's another channel. He's into casting. He does recycling as well, and e-waste and collecting copper and stuff like that. But he also does a lot of casting. So a lot of good channels there, guys. If you want to check them out, subscribe to them maybe and check them out later. Cheers for that, Pop Scrap. We'll eventually meet up, even though we're probably only about half an hour away from each other. So we are. We're only about a half an hour away, but we've yet to cross paths. Yeah, so just checking my chat there, guys. So I have the chat running over this side, and then so see me going that way towards it. I'm just having a look at the old chat, and then I come back to the main video just to see what's happening. Raphael is in the house, guys. So if any want to, again, another good scrapping channel. Sound a bit low. Okay, let me have a look at the old sound and see if there's something wrong with the sound. Audio default test. There is not moving up. Give me a second. Does that make a difference? Is that better, Raphael? Do you hear me better now? What's the sound like, guys? Can you hear it? Is it okay now? Better now. Okay, guys, that's good. Sorry about that. I'll have to check these things out before I go live instead of just presuming it's set right. So, as I was saying, Raphael is another scrapper, guys. He's big into the e-waste as well. Check out his videos if everyone's in lockdown. So, if you're looking for something to do, check out some of his videos. He usually has one coming out on a Tuesday, so I don't know, has he got one out this Tuesday? He also does some cooking videos, so make sure you check them out if you're looking for something different to cook maybe over this time when you're stuck inside. Tim, the Spanner Man, is in. Welcome to the chat, Tim. Good to see you. Yeah, Tuesday is tomorrow. So any video coming out tomorrow? I'm just pulling pins. That's what I'm at today. Taking all these pins. You can see the bit of gold on them. And then I've other pins to pull out, and I have to sort out. I want to separate some of the BGAs that I've been doing. Roy's the boy. Welcome again. You were in earlier. You can see we're getting the old don't know what happened there, guys. Moved the camera and everything went off. So hopefully it's back for everyone. There we go. So I was trying to show this, but the camera, when I moved it, I was just showing that I'm working on pins. But the camera, when I moved it, went a bit crazy. Let's have a look at the old chat. Big Country Scrapper, how are things? How are you getting on? That video should be out on Thursday, where I show you what I take off the boards. Johnny 5, welcome to the chat, man. I missed you there coming in. But Big Country, yeah, that video should be out on Thursday. So I'm just sorting some of the bits and pieces I actually took off the boards today. So I've got that nice big crystal oscillator that I want to take apart at some stage. So it's a nice large crystal oscillator. Great to see you, Johnny. How are things? How is everyone over there? How's family? Just having a read of the chat there while we're gives me an excuse not to do anything for a few minutes. Link is there, guys. If anyone wants to come up, have a chat, there's no problem. I don't feel like doing much today. Maybe a bit of a chat or something. That's about it. So, guys, Big Country as well. He's another scrapper. There's a lot of scrappers in. Good to see. We're all sticking around each other. he's getting into the e-waste more and more, as well as doing the rest of the scrapping. So again, if that's something that you're interested in watching, if they're the type of videos you like, check them out. Tim, how is everything? Are you able to get the things you need? Is that for me, Tim, or who are you sending that one to? Thanks for the shout out. No problem, Big Country. You're a good guy. You're a good scrapper. Like your videos. So it's something that we can both agree on. So yeah, so I've worked on that video. Part 1 of that video will be out this Thursday, and part 2 then the following Thursday. So if you want to check it out, it'll be out at 6 p.m. my time. So I don't know what part of America you're in and what's the time difference. You mate, how is everything? Are you able to get the things you need? Yeah, everything's okay. I'm still working away at the moment. So we're still working away. Most of the country's on lockdown, but I work in a supplier to plumbers and stuff like that, so we have to be working. Because if someone's water goes, they need to be able to get the stuff to keep the water going and keep the heat and stuff like that. So everything is okay for me. I've managed to avoid the virus so far. Okay, Ro, you go do your thing, and we'll catch you all later. We'll join. So we'll first fill up my belly. So yeah, fill up the old belly. That has to be done. That has to be done. So how's everyone's day going? How's the scrapping going? How are we getting on? Anything interesting found? Anyone doing any interesting videos? What videos are you all working on? I missed. I think Ian Matthews went live the other night. I missed him. Johnny, are you still in the chat? Or are you gone? Johnny, is there any word from Hazy? I haven't seen him do a video in a while. I haven't got any notification of any of his videos, so I was just wondering how he is. Yeah, a lot of people are starting to run out of scrap. That's why I started doing a few of the boards I'd left aside that I didn't really want to do. They were the stuff I'd left till I had nothing else to work on. So I've started doing some of them just to keep me busy when I come home in the evenings. So either that or watch Netflix. So I try to keep myself busy. Oh, sorry, not different Johnny. It was Johnny 5 I was looking for. Johnny 5 got a phone call. That's all right, miss. Southern Bell. That's good, Johnny. Yeah, great. That's good. I just was hoping there was nothing wrong or anything like that, that he was just busy. I want to see what's inside this crystal oscillator. And I want to get into it, but it's well sealed up. That's the biggest crystal oscillator I've ever come across. It's about 2 inches by 1.5 inches. Big country, yeah. I'll send you all my information, but to be honest, it'll probably cost too much for you to send anything. Even small things cost a fortune to send from the US to Ireland, so I'm not expecting you to do good to do anything like that. I appreciate the thought. It's just I don't want people going to big expense sending stuff that it'll probably cost them a fortune. So, but I'll send you it on anyhow. But if it's costing too much to send something, don't feel obliged that you have to or anything like that. Tough times, and we don't want to be wasting money on that could be used differently. What's happening in the old chat? It is a crystal oscillator. So it says on the, if I can get it to focus, crystal oscillator made in the UK. So I don't know. I'd like to see what's inside it. Could be a nice chunk of silver. Could be some gold. Bruce, welcome to the chat, man. Good to see you. And try not to chop my fingers off in the meantime doing it or break something. But it's, I'm gonna have to do the Ian Matthews on it one of the days and hit it with a hammer. Yeah, this is about, looks like 2 inches by 1.5 inches, so it's a nice size crystal oscillator. So I haven't come across one that size before. What did Pop scrap? It's big. Well, that's what she said last night too. No, okay. Let me see, we might be able to cut it with the snips. I can get it to cut any bit of it at all. No. I end up cutting my finger off or something. Open it up. I wish I could. It's well sealed up around the edge. It's like it's welded. So I'm gonna have to hit it with a hammer or something like that to smash it open, or maybe, I don't know, I was trying to cut it there with a knife to try and get in around and just peel it back a bit. If I can get it to peel back at all, it'll be on the piggy's back. So I'm just going to put on my other glove because I know it's going to slip. I'm going to cut the finger clean off myself. Yeah, side cutters would probably do, but I don't have a side cutters beside me at the moment. I have that left out in the shed. So I'm going to try and see if I can get the knife to even just cut a bit away. I can get something in there and just pry it open. You can open it. Yeah, with a Dremel is right. I need to get some stuff like that. I don't really have a Dremel, to be honest. That's one item I don't have. No. Yeah, the knife I think will remove my fingers fairly quick for me. Just if I could get this little bit of an edge to lift, I'd be able to get it open. But sure, we'll get a hammer at some stage and we'll smash it open one of the days. And I'll put it aside because I'll keep at it if I don't. Okay, I'll leave it over there. Well, where are we? Yeah, I don't do Neil Matthews and chop my finger off. He manages to cut himself most of the times when he's doing something. So are you working, Raphael, or are you still on holidays? Boris Johnson taken into intensive care. Just reading some news article that just popped up. What else is there? US coronavirus death toll hits 10,000 people, guys. That's fairly grim. Holidays rules, come on. That's very grim. 10,000 people dead in America. So, yeah, so you're still on holidays, Raphael. Come on. Johnny, you take it easy. Thanks for dropping in, man. Good to see you. Yeah, there won't be a lot of e-waste at the moment, big country. It's hard to get hold of it. So a lot of places are shut down, and shops and stuff that would have been getting rid of their e-waste stuff. It's hard to get it. Come on, got up before 3 p.m. Well done. Yeah, that's like me on my day off. I don't quite make it as far as 3 p.m. I make it as far as 12. Same to you, Johnny. Take care. Be safe. I decided to go on an hour later today at 8 instead of 7 because Raphael said we'll see what it'll be like. See would it make much of a difference. So I'll go back to my sorting while they're doing nothing there for a minute. I want to start taking out some of the IC chips and some of the gold corner VGAs as well. I have a few nice ones in there. I need to sort out, separate. Yeah, to hand out to schools and stuff like that. Good idea to see what you can get. I had an idea before for getting e-waste through schools. still something I might work at some stage, so I'm keeping it to myself at the moment, but at some stage it might be something I might look at doing again, where you help the school out and they help you out. What do I work at? I work in retail sales actually, but it's classed as essential because we supply to hospitals, we supply to plumbers, we supply to different services that need stuff. So that's why I'm still working. We've just reduced the hours a bit, but at least it's not completely closed down. So we're more for essential emergencies, where we were open all the time, but we kind of just open for emergencies now. Big country. I tried to take off a gold corner today, and it was not that easy to get off the board. I ended up breaking the chip all up. Well, check out my video on Thursday, and I'll show you 2 techniques. Well, technically, I'll talk about 2 techniques and show one, because I was missing something to show the second one, but I'll show it again at some stage in a different video. So some nice small ones there, and then some larger ones which have a bit of solder stuck to them from where I was taking them off. So you'll see that in the video. So there's another fairly decent size one. That's a chip I took off that had 4 chips on it. It's a graphics card chip. Not a gold corner VGA, but I'm going to see when I get the knife underneath it and take off the black cap to see if there's anything worthwhile in it. Yeah, you need to crush them up anyways, or incinerate them. Raphael is working on a new technique for them, but I'm still waiting for him to get it mastered. Isn't that right, Raphael? Sharp chisel, correct. So a few nice IC chips and some more gold cornered VGAs. These ones with the silver centers are not as good, as Raphael will tell you, but still, it's a gold corner VGA. Flathead screwdriver. So just keep collecting your stuff, big country, and eventually you'll get enough to process through. It all adds up. I take off all the little chips. I take off all these little pins for the gold recovery. So I even take off these. These contain, this is what you usually have where your RAM slot cards will be. So again, they've got gold pins in them. So again, you'll see that in the videos that I'm working on. Again, that's another large connector, and that has gold plated pins in it. Another one there. So I don't know, can you see if you can see the gold where the gold plating is on it, and then the rest has no gold plating on it, but you can see it there on them. So that's another type of connector. Again, you can see the gold plating on the pins there. I'm open, so you can see there when I angle it, the shine. So again, they've got gold plated pins. Even these little battery connectors inside. So you can see there that it's gold plated on the actual connectors. So you can take them off as well and put them in with your gold plating pins. So that's where the battery was on the board, and they had little gold plated connectors. Upgrade a sharp chisel, an air compressor driven one can takes whatever you want from the the air chisel clears off the boards very quick. I don't use it myself. It's just some people prefer one way, other people prefer. That's what I said before. Don't just go take my way of doing it or take Raphael's way of doing it or anyone else's. You try out a few different ways, and whichever way you prefer then is the right way for you. Because just because I do it one way doesn't mean that it's the right way. It's just the way I like doing it, and it's the way that works for me. Doesn't mean it's going to work for you. You might find it not progressive, or you might find it time wasting, or whatever. Or the same with Raphael, he might do it one way, and I might like the way he does it. But it suits the way he likes to do it, and then I do it the way I like to do it. So as I said in my videos, I just show you the way I do it, and if it works for you, it works for you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You just find another way for yourself. I don't know, Big Country, are you collecting the little tantalums? So there's your little tantalums. So you have a black tantalum with a little plus on them. It's very hard to see it there with the camera to get it to focus on it. There we go. So it's got a little plus on it. So that's one type. And then you have your little orange ones with the stripe on them, or yellow with an orangey stripe. Collect them up. There's a crowd, I think, in Florida. They'll buy them off you by the pound. So there's a lot of them on the boards. So that's just another source of income if you're looking for something. Just collect them up, and there's a crowd in Florida that'll buy them. I'm not sure their address, but I'll find it out for you if you don't already know them. So they buy it by the pound. I don't sell to them because it's not going to be worth my time sending it all the way over. But I haven't started processing them yet. I just collect them up, and eventually I'll process them, or eventually I might find someone that'll buy them here in Ireland. Yeah, you can sell the board to the scrapyard. Or there's board sorts over there as well. I think they're in Ohio. They buy boards, a lot of boards. E-Waste Mike sends a lot of boards their way. Johnny 5, Yorkshire. Come on, Johnny. No, there should be tantalums on most of the boards. You'll find them. The black one with a little plus, or the yellow one with the little orange stripe on it. You'll find them. And then there's older ones. If you look at
Raphael's video from last week, the one he done on the boards, you'll see some of the tantalums that he took off. There's different types. They're kind of like that, but it's very hard for this my camera to show it here. Just trying to, I have two big chubby fingers, that's the problem. So it's kind of like them type. But if you look at Raphael's video, you'll see better examples of them. Other appliances and stuff. Okay, so I don't really get much appliance boards. Watchcall gets a lot of them there. Ralph Morrick, because that's he's a repairman, so he repairs appliances. So he comes across a lot of appliance boards. Here we go. That's something else I wanted to get. Wayne, how are things? Welcome to the chat, man. So that's a little connector a little pin out of them connectors to connect your RAM. If I can get it to show you, that connects your. Sorry about the focusing, guys. I'm trying to darken it there a bit. Now, let me see if I swap it over here and we put it like that. There we go. So that's a little connector that comes out of them RAM little slots where the RAM slots into. So a lot of them are gold plated. So this one is a nicely gold plated. It's fully gold plated. Some of them won't be, but this one is a fully gold plated all the way. So they're nice when you find a few of them. I've got a lot of them. Yeah, a few of the new appliances probably will be better. The ones that are coming out now with the Wi-Fi built into them and that connects to your Wi-Fi and your Alexa systems and stuff like that. Them boards, I'd say, will be fairly decent because they'll have to have Wi-Fi cards on them. They'll have to have probably a CPU of some sort or a VGA or BGA card, so they should be a bit better. So down the road, in 5 or 6 years, when they start getting to be replaced, they'll be something that might be worth keeping an eye out for, but we'll have to check with Ralph Morrick on that. He'll be able to give us more information. Gold pins to get 1 gram. It all depends. If you've got gold pins from, we'd say, old ceramic CPUs, I think you're out of. I'm trying to think now exactly again. Is it 10 CPUs gives you 1 gram roughly? So something around them sort of things. Then if you go to low grade stuff like, let me see, where am I looking here now? I'm sure it's some in the bucket here somewhere. So the pins you take out of these little connectors will be very low grade. They're very lightly covered in gold. You can barely see it. There's a little tint of gold there on them. You would need a couple of pounds of them in weight to get 1 gram out of it. Probably 1 pound, maybe 2 pound in weight to get 1 gram of gold, maybe more, depending on the quality. So they're fairly low grade. Your better gold recovery will be from these IC chips, because inside of them is gold bonding wires. So we say every one of them wires on the outside will be attached to a gold bonding wire running through the center of it. The caps, as I was saying, these black caps with the gold corner in them, they've got good gold bonding wires in them. Let me see. I found a nice one when I was doing that video for Thursday. Let me see if I have them in here somewhere. Probably won't be able to find them now when I want them. Let me just separate some of them. Thought I had them all separated, but I don't. That's going to keep me busy for another evening. But that's not the one I was looking for. But you can see the gold bonding wires around it. So they've got gold bonding wires and also the black cap. Ralph Morrick, welcome to the chat. We were just on about something that you might be able to answer for us. The newer type appliance boards that will be out. We'd say the newer boards that we have to connect to the Wi-Fi and stuff like that. Will they have better boards, do you think? Will they be a lot better quality? Let me bring Raphael up. He's in the basement. Raphael, how are things?
Welcome, guys. All good. I just feel my belly, so I'm in very good mood. So in positive, at least.
So I was just saying to Ralph Morrick there, I was just asking him, would the newer type boards be better on the appliances now that'll have the Wi-Fi built into them? And because more than likely, if they have the Wi-Fi built in, that means they're going to have a VGA or not a VGA, a BGA card or some sort of CPU working them as well.
Yeah, basically you got good point on it because as more technology you drop on it, then it need to have more circuitry.
Yeah.
But last time I did play with one printer actually, and all extra what was on it, it was tiny module, Wi-Fi module, and that was it.
Okay.
All rest, it was totally exactly the same like the other printers. No extra, BGAs at the circuitry or something like that. Oh, this is nice BGA.
Yeah, I'm just showing that big country there with you can see the gold bonding wires running through it. So I was just telling him
actually, tell to him the gold bonding wires, it's only at the tiny circle at the center.
Yeah, at the center here.
This patches all the way around. It's just gold plate. Bonding wire is between the patch and the self chip.
Yeah, down in here. So in this area here.
A bit further out. Between further out and the patches. Yeah, from here.
That line.
All the way to the patch. Yeah.
Yeah. So
and they are very tiny. So you need to have a good bunch of them to play with it. That's for sure.
They're better. I find that the BGAs like to be better than your IC chips you see for your gold bonding wires, I think. What do you think?
True, totally true. Yeah. BGA is much better than, but only because 99% of BGA got gold bonding wires. IC chips, let's say 30% of them, they have it. But as they have it, they are really good yield.
Yeah, so there was a nice one in there. I've done it the last day for the video, but I can't find it now because I threw it in the jar with everything else, and now it's all mixed up.
Welcome around, buddy. Great to see you.
Yeah, so my tub is getting a bit bigger anyhow, getting filled up on them.
No, yeah, SIM cards aren't so good.
No, SIM cards will be fairly poor. I have a few SIM cards there actually. So again, that's your SIM card. So
I do collecting them as well, but there are just side effects of the phone what I collect. Just drop it to the jar, just in case I got enough to finally do something of them.
Yeah, you need
big country. I did work a little bit on the video. I get some shots today to add to the video for you, buddy. So no worry, it can be late, but it's gonna come.
Yeah.
It's gonna take time for sure.
Yeah, but as we were saying there, you agreed with it as well. Like, you take a bit off every scrapper. You go, oh, that works. That doesn't work for me. Oh, he done that, and I like what he done there. And you make it yourself. Whatever suits yourself at the end of the day. Whatever works out best for yourself is.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely, don't take example of me or something like that.
Yeah, no. Like,
or just take my word to follow all the way, because this is not the way how it works. It all depends what you're gonna get out of your scrap. if you're gonna go after copper, if you're gonna go after silver, if you're gonna go after gold or palladium, platinum, whatever else. Some people are interested only in gold, and they're gonna skip all other metals. Welcome, buddy.
And don't take my advice, because I only collect stuff that I want to melt.
Oh, Ralph, hold on.
Oh boy.
Don't think you don't want to melt some nice piece of gold.
Well, I cast it into something cool.
Yeah, I guess you will enjoy that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I seen a video today on what was it, Unilad? You know that Unilad website? Do you have that in over there? No.
No.
No, not really.
It's a well.
Doesn't
If you
ring a
look it up, they do all different things. But there was someone casting a Thor hammer out of 38,000 pound gold bar.
Oh yeah. I think what's his face?
Three tips?
Ben from PressTube. He also did that.
All right.
He's a Belgium guy. Lives less than 2 hours away from me, I think.
Okay.
I don't know him at all, but I just know vaguely where he lives.
Yeah. When I seen him casting, I thought he used it away, Ralph.
All I can give you info about, it's slightly a little bit copper, a little bit silver, a little bit gold, and maybe where to find palladium and platinum. But I never play or try to refine palladium and platinum. Silver,
No,
gold,
very, very tedious, apparently.
I went after it, and it was okay, but all others, not really.
Yeah. No, silver I don't like. I just hate it. It's too complicated. I find it's too much mess.
It's a nice metal to work with for casting, but to refine it is very annoying, apparently.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot more steps to it.
And if you're doing it for value, you're better off doing gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. It's totally not paying out silver, but I actually do like much more as the self metal silver than the gold. It just, for my eye, it just look a little bit nicer.
By the way, hello David. Oh, and hello Scotty.
Yeah, Scotty came in as well.
And why do you people keep going live? How am I supposed to edit my videos if I keep hanging out on panels?
So
drop the job again, Ralph.
Yeah.
So Ralph, tell us, have you come across any of the new boards yet on the machines? You know, the ones that would say have the Wi-Fi built into them?
No, not yet. No. I'm guessing they're going to be better boards, but usually there's like the main power board that has all the relays, which I get. I took that away. I took that to the garage. I hurt myself today. I got a band-aid, and it was just a big bloody mess. But the main power board, and there's usually like on a dishwasher or on a washing machine, you got a board on top that has all the buttons and the dials and stuff, and a dishwasher the same.
Mm-hmm.
But that's basically it. So I'm guessing if there's like Wi-Fi or something, it will probably be a small extra board with like a BGA chip and like a Wi-Fi card that's in a laptop and not much more.
So there should be a little Wi-Fi card with a little bit of gold strip on it, and then you'll probably have your BGA.
The same as a Wi-Fi card from a laptop, probably.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them, but I know they use the same type of Wi-Fi cards in items that are on Wi-Fi that are not computers.
You know, Ralph, I did say that before. I don't know if you hear that and you wore that, but you know, I was playing with some printer, what can be connected through the Wi-Fi, and extra things. It was like size of Wi-Fi module from the laptop.
Yeah,
that was it.
That's the only interesting thing you get from printers, and the cords if they're still on there. Snip the cords, and the rest is just plastic.
I got a printer board one day, and it had three BGA chips on it.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and I've never come across one since like it ever.
I've found my very first golden chip.
Oh wow! Sweet.
A couple of weeks ago. It's
it's
in my scrapping video. It was in an alarm clock of all places.
I've never found one of them yet.
Yeah, I guess they were quite popular about 70s.
Yes, they said that the alarm clock was actually older than I am, and I'm from '78. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was an old '90s thing, but apparently it was from the '70s. I asked the people who gave it to me.
Really?
That's something I have to keep an eye out now for old alarm clocks.
Yeah.
So I'll have to do like Raphael. I'll have to go to the scrapyard and start searching.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes they got really great stuff. I'm telling you.
I need to get a job in there. If I worked in a scrapyard, all I'd be doing is taking stuff home all day with me.
Yeah, you'd be paying them to work there.
Yeah.
You know, I quite often helping them out. You know,
Free
just
labor.
because I can just grab something in between.
Yeah, free labor.
But anyway, actually not so long time ago, it's come one guy who nicked all the RAM chips from the PCs from there.
Oh.
Ugh. But yeah, as well, from the other side, he opened all the cases for me.
Here, there's an important question here by Big Country.
You don't need to neutralize it. You can use it again.
Yeah, just add some more hydrochloric acid to reactivate it, and then what I do is I put it all in a big drum when I'm finished with it, chuck some copper into it, and that will knock out any more precious metals you have left. And then after that, if you stick some iron in it, you'll get the copper back, and then eventually you can neutralize it once you get past the iron stage. That's what I do. Anyway.
All correct.
Yeah.
And what are you using? Baking soda?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's simple and easy.
Yeah. You know,
And then you can just dispose it into the canalization. That's easy enough.
Yeah. But,
Or if you want, you can just, if you're not sure if you neutralize it 100%, you can just leave it at your recycling center. They will do it for you.
Yeah, a lot of the recycling centers will have a hazard waste part, so they will.
So they will check it out.
Yeah.
Neutralize it for sure. If as well you provide them information what you do, what
to put into it. Yeah.
Yeah, then they will have easier job for them to do, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But no, if you just Big Country, if you don't, once you've finished with it, put into like what they call a stock pot, then throw some copper into it, and that'll knock out any more precious metals that you didn't get out, that went into the liquid that you didn't get out. And then after that, throw some iron into it, and that'll take out your copper. And then, as we said, neutralize it with something like baking soda, or bring it to your recycling center then. That's the easiest way.
Baking soda is useful for many things, I found. You can also, if you put baking soda in a certain shape, and you then drip some very liquid super glue on there, it will solidify, and you can basically make anything out of a type of plastic, kind of.
Oh.
No, yeah, I see that trick with the acetone and flamingo, I guess.
What is flamingo?
Styrofoam.
Oh yeah, you call that flamingo.
Yeah, sorry.
That's funny. Flamingo are those big pink birds that eat their own shit and then die. Yeah, that's exactly what happens when they're on the beaches everywhere. You see like all pink, all flamingos, and they're all nibbling in the water, getting all the like little plankton or whatever, little fishies or whatnot. But they're also walking around and shitting there. All of them, millions of them. So they're basically eating their own shit, and at some point they go, eh. And then like three quarters of them die off, and then at some point the numbers go down, and then they're okay again because there's way less shit in the water, and then they breed back up to numbers, and then they all start dying again. It's a weird circle.
David there was saying, will lime not do the same thing? I suppose lime would if you get the pH balance right. It's about balancing the pH in it essentially. But
maybe maybe.
Yeah. I've never
but
used lime now.
Not really. Lime will take the acidity much more high than.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so this is the wrong way. Actually, it will acidity will go higher instead of going down.
You could use what else would they use to go the opposite way? You could use like a caustic soda, would balance it out a bit.
Yeah, that's right.
Cinnamon. You can add cinnamon.
Cinnamon balance it out.
Yeah, makes it taste like Christmas.
No, makes it taste like Christmas. Well,
Sometimes the country it will dissolve the gold. Is that
very
just
cheap
there?
those chemicals for the pool. I just think acidity at the water.
Yeah.
It's called pH plus, pH minus, so we can easily work with that.
Also for fish tanks, they use the same.
Yeah, but for the fish tanks, they are in much smaller.
Yeah, exactly, and probably way more expensive.
Big Country was saying there about the foils and the gold. I find that a certain amount of gold still gets in, even into the copper chloride. There will be a certain amount of gold gets dissolved over time. I find anyhow.
Wait, he get confused. Too much information, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
Totally understandable.
Quit with the stuff about the flamingos.
yeah. You confused with the flamingos.
The acid to get the foils of RAM, I don't dissolve the gold. It all depends what method you use. If you just dip it in the HCl, it will not dissolve the gold for sure.
Yeah,
as far you add
peroxide. If you put too much peroxide in, if you're using the peroxide method, it'll dissolve it.
Yeah, that's what I missed. If you add too much peroxide, it begin to dissolve, but it will not dissolve it totally.
No, it'll dissolve a certain
tiny a bit will go into the solution.
Yeah.
But if you go with just clean hydrochloric and add some air bubbler to it, then you will be safe, I guess.
Yeah, as long as you don't leave it in too long.
Yeah, really too long. But anyway, this will take about week time or something.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's usually about a week I do leave mine in. I would say whenever I do the last lot of mobile phone boards, I left in about a week to get the foils off. Same with the RAM fingers, about a week.
But fingers go much quicker than phones. Phones are much more dirtier and.
Yeah, tell me
if you use a really sharp chisel, you can get the fingers of the RAM just like that. Then you can have instead of having piece of the circuit board, you just have the fingers in your solution.
Yeah, you're right. Doing that with a soldering iron.
That also works, but that might be messy.
No, it's solder iron is a little bit stinky and time consuming.
Yeah, and confusing probably too.
And chisel will work like you said, but after 2 or 3 RAM blocks, you need to sharpen it again.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. I checked that.
Speaking from experience.
Yeah.
So far, Ralph.
What?
What are you doing?
Oh, this is a door lock from a washing machine that I replaced today. And I know there's a small bit of electronics in there and some brass pins and some copper bits and silver contacts and I think a small spool.
This is tiny electromagnets inside and
taking it apart. I think I'm getting the lid off now, so should be interesting enough. 40%. This is the actual only scrappable part that I replaced today.
40%.
40% is too high, way too high.
Are you using like 3%?
Yeah, that's what I use. 3%. 40% is way too high. You'll definitely need to put copper into it afterwards because you will dissolve the gold.
Yeah, instead of using peroxide, you can just use a simple air pump from the aquarium or something. Yeah. That will do the same job and will be much safer than as you put 40%.
Probably cheaper in the long run as well.
Yeah.
That's gonna go quick into the gold. Maybe even quicker than the copper under it.
Yeah, no, definitely no more than 3%. And 32% on the hydrochloric acid is strong enough as well. You don't need anything more than 32%.
Yeah, exactly.
That looks
You know,
good.
we
Some
can't
copper bits
How
and
about
a spool.
You can try, and then you will see the effect.
brass pins. I think these are silver plated. Even these pins.
Look
They
like a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm saving those.
If you drop a little bit of bleach on the pins and if they go a black color, they're silver.
Okay. Now I need to get me some bleach.
Yeah.
You can get cheap chlorine
Yeah.
soap in your shop.
That's how you can test to see if something is silver plated. It's a quick way of doing it.
Yeah, but 60-40 mix. Oh, it's still
Still
quite
too high.
concentrated.
Yeah, still too high.
You can try, and then you will just maybe start on tiny small batch in small bucket, and then you will see the effect. So that will tell you what the result is.
When I was doing the peroxide method, I'd put in maybe just a capful of peroxide into a liter of hydrochloric. Even might be 2 liters to a capful, and it worked perfect. There was no issue. It just gets it going. That's all the peroxide does. It's like a catalyst. It just starts it up and gets it moving. That's all it does. But the air bubbler will do the same thing.
It's only at the beginning.
Yeah.
It's necessary. Later on, you don't need it at all.
No, because you can hold on to a bit of your we'd say take a cup full of the copper chloride and then add that to fresh hydrochloric acid, and it starts all over again.
Yeah, and the copper chloride he speak about, it's your old AP solution, what you saw other boards.
Yeah.
In it.
Invest in an air bubbler. They're fairly cheap. You'll pick one up in an aquarium or in a pet shop or something for an aquarium for, I don't know, 16 quid, something like that.
Or look up like a second-hand aquarium on Craigslist or eBay or whatnot.
Yeah,
just tiny holes with few holes in it that will do the job as well, and you don't need to worry about losing gold because as you got at so high concentrated peroxide, I guess your gold will go into the solution after second day, and if you make the Stannous test, then you will have gold in the solution already. Not a lot. Of course, your foil will not stick out from the board, but there will be some gold going into the solution already.
Yeah.
That's my guess. That's my thought on it.
Yeah, definitely.
But you as well, you can just make tiny batch. Let's say drop 2 or 3 circuitry or those fingers what you're gonna work, and just test it out. Just test it after, let's say, 2 or 3 days with the Stannous, and you will see if the gold going into the solution or not. That will be, I guess, the best way to find it out.
But it's all trial and error too. Like as say, don't put too big of a batch on, because if something goes wrong, then you've lost it all. Where if you put a small amount on, at least you're not losing everything, you know.
Yeah, especially at the beginning when you're trying to learn the process. You know how much material I waste? A lot, really a lot.
Yeah.
And that's why we keep those all solution into the waste bucket instead of just throw it away or neutralize it and get rid of it.
Yeah,
that's why you got your waste bucket, and after some time you always go back to your waste bucket, try to recover everything what was left out there, and then you start over.
It's fairly it's gold is never really lost as long as you have the solution still there. There is ways of getting it back out.
Yeah, you know? Exactly. Okay, now when there be gold and silver in the solution, when I put the copper coil in there, you don't put any copper coil in there. The copper coil you just put at your waste solution to get back all your precious metals.
It just does a metal swap, we'd say, on the table. If you look at the metal table, because the copper is more reactive than the gold will be, or the silver. It'll drop out it swaps over the copper for where the gold is in solution. So then your gold will drop out as dirt to the bottom of your waste, and then you just take that back out and then refine that again. That's what I do anyhow.
Yep. First of all, you got a beaker filled with some mixed materials. Then you dissolve everything. And as far you can selectively participate gold, as you got, let's say, clean solution. If you don't mix up the ferrous materials and tin and lead and so on,
Yeah.
then you can clearly dissolve only the gold out of it. If you got mixed it up, they all gonna dissolve, participate out of that.
Yeah, it once you get tin or lead or something mixed into the solution, it makes it, especially tin. Tin makes it awful hard to get gold back out.
Yeah, that's
I
why
would think it would be lead, because lead and gold are atomically nearly identical.
yeah, lead is also quite problematic, and that's why we just drop a few drops of the sulfuric acid to drop all the lead out from the solution right before we participate the gold.
Shark Scrapper, welcome to the chat, man.
Welcome,
Sharky!
Another good videos. I like his videos. He's some really good videos out there.
Yeah, I agree.
I was watching one of them this morning, or was it? No, it was last night before I fell asleep. I watched one.
I use Ian Matthews' videos to fall asleep.
I said before I fell asleep. I didn't say to make.
Oh, okay. Gonna have to get some video footage that I have on my phone to my PC. So, where's the USB 3 port?
Big country, no worries at all. It may sound complicated, but as far you begin to play with that, it's all begin to make sense.
Yeah.
And that's the same for just about anything you do.
There's my gold from the time I done my RAM. So you can see it. Oh, now if I can get my camera to turn. There we go. So that's the gold I got from my last batch of RAM fingers I done. So I'm going to be putting that into the hydrochloric and nitric mix to the acarija to get it dissolved, and then I'll drop it out and refine it 2 or 3 more times and see what we get.
But in this stage, as you got it so clean already, what's the point to use nitric? Just go with the Poor Man AR.
Yeah, I could do the Poor Man AR on it because it's fairly clean. But I might do 2. What I might do is I'll split it, and I'll do one in Poor Man, and I'll do one in the nitric, and see what I get quantity wise back out of between the 2 of them. I'll put the same amount of both. Well, we'll just see. It's an experiment. I have to try.
Yeah, okay. Oh, cool.
Just
Go
to
ahead.
see.
Experiment.
Yeah. You can dissolve it in the, when you say the Poor Man, well, would you do the hydrochloric bleach or?
No, I will go with the HCl plus some nitrates.
Yeah. Have you done the bleach one before? I've never done the bleach one. I was thinking about trying that maybe as well, just to see what it would be like with that one.
I did try bleach one, but it's like very fast and very stinky.
Okay.
And with the nitrate, it's slightly slower. Of course, still stinky, but it's not right away reaction and boil over and so on. So I think nitrate it's easier.
Yeah. How many grams will I get from that? I don't know. I think there's a. Geez, I can't remember what I weighed that at. Was it 180 grams or was it 280 grams that's in there? So I don't know what I expect to get back out of it yet. But I have another batch to do yet to add to it. So I have more fingers here that I'm working on. So once I get them refined, I'll add it to them and get a final weight, and then I'll see what I end up with at the end. I don't know.
Once I make test on RAM fingers, what I take out from the circuitry by the soldering iron. And I start up with 38 grams of self fingers.
Mhm.
without PCB.
Yeah.
Just gold, nickel, and copper under.
Yeah.
And I come out with about 2 grams out of that.
Well, that's not bad, yeah.
No,
Well,
but solder, iron, it's all too time consuming to get so much amount.
yeah. What they're saying is if you have I think it's if you have a pound of them in weight, we say just your trimmed fingers, they're saying you should usually get a gram per pound of trimmed fingers roughly. So that's what I work off. So if you had
Yeah, I guess that's much easier.
yeah, so it's usually a pound in weight, give you a gram back when it's refined.
But I think what I don't remember how many of the RAM pieces I just solder out.
Yeah. Well, usually
Quite a lot.
I wrote down somewhere. Usually for to give you a
I'm collecting 2.
pound of them, you need. So what have you got? Oh, you're collecting them as well.
This is from a video card or a PCI card, I think. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
Good enough.
There's the computer card.
Yeah.
Good
And
enough.
I got them from Memory as well, I think. Memories.
And that's actually great material to train with. It's very easy to process.
These are from something else. These are from a very thin, almost plasticky like board. So I guess weight-wise, you get a bit more out of them because there's less weight in the PCB. And then there's of course this thing, but
Yes.
I think I might keep this just for fun because it looks good.
You could make them into the eyes for your little friend there.
Make him a little glass,
Yeah,
a bunch of
sunglasses.
glasses. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the fingers is the easiest thing to start on when you're into the e-waste. Would be gold fingers are the easiest to work with, starting off with.
Yeah, all correct.
Yeah.
Agree on that.
Then what I like doing the ceramic CPUs. I like them. I don't mind doing them.
Yeah, they are easy to crash.
Yeah. Smash them up, throw them into the nitric, and away you go.
Yeah. Oh, mosquito trying to attack me. Really?
As long as he doesn't have the coronavirus, you're all right.
Yeah, I guess.
Like the
Is it
tiger.
transferable by mosquitoes?
I don't know, but isn't there a tiger in New York Zoo has it now?
A tiger in New York Zoo. Wow.
Yeah.
No, tiger mosquitoes.
No, has the coronavirus, but so it is passed on to a tiger, so it has.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, it's making the jump to different species.
Yeah, anyway, I was playing before I jump in and filling my belly with those tiny relays.
That's good.
Tiny relays. Those are
They
not
don't look
tiny.
tiny.
That's anything but tiny.
But you know how many sticks out there, and they are cool. As you can
Yeah.
see, those yellowish thingy out there, they are still gold. So that's good. And that's the second piece of it. What just switch them on and off. Pom pom. As well, nice yellowish color. Oh, I got that little bugger. Wait. I got you. Ha! Oh,
He fell.
he fell. Anyway. Last fly of his life.
Yeah, so shark scrapper taking the pins out of the ribbon wires. I was doing that last week. I done that for my video last week. The ribbon wires.
Yeah.
with the
I was
pins.
picking the pins from the plugs from last 2 evenings, I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah, I do enjoy that.
That's the one thing I hate doing is them low grade pins. They're the ones I hate refining. I find them very, I don't know, low yield and a lot of effort.
Yeah, that's right.
It's the same as melting cans. You have to put a lot of work into it. There's a lot of slag and very little of decent aluminium. I molten down, I don't know, 30 hard drives yesterday. That was yesterday. Yeah, that was yesterday. And that's some nice aluminium to work with. Still some slag, but yeah, it's very good for casting. My casting failed, of course, because the first one always fails, so I'm going to have to do it again. But it was really cool to, really nice to work with.
Big country. It's not my house. It's actually my man cave in here. So I got the part in here, this area designated for scrapping small
Hold on
stuff,
now, we'll
tiny
make
stuff.
it bigger there now so we can see.
Out there, a little bit further, I got like tiny kitchen area where I used to make all my cooking vids and so on. Basically, if Eva gets angry at me, I can live in here. Just in case. I got the toilet upstairs with the shower, so I'm all safe. Just in case.
He has a contingency. If everything goes wrong, he can escape.
Yeah, as well, at winter time it's quite warm in here, and at summertime it's a little bit colder than upstairs, so I'm all good in here. Right now I got like 20 degrees Celsius, so it's all...
That's quite warm, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. I just sitting in not blouse, but
T-shirt.
cardigan. Not blouse.
Long
I
sleeve.
hope you aren't in a blouse.
Yeah, exactly. I learned that hard way.
So, Annie, are you working today, Ralph?
Yeah.
So you're still working, you're not on lockdown
Yeah.
now?
No, I can't really do my work from home, so I'm considered essential.
Yes, you have to fix the washing machine if it's broken.
Yeah.
What's it coming with now?
The washing machine, the dryer, or the dishwasher. Soon I will probably be learning how to do ovens and microwaves and
Oh, they are easy.
air filtration stuff.
Maybe easier than dishwashers and so on.
I don't really like dishwashers, especially if they are all completely built in the kitchen. Then I have to like take them out, take off the plating, sometimes put them sideways, fiddle on the bottom, put them back, and then put them back in the kitchen. That sounds a lot easier than it is, because usually it's all completely stuck, and you have to I use one of those air pads that you pump up so it goes up, so you can put the feet so that it goes down, and then there's one in the back where you have to. And then when you put it back, the customer says, it's not aligned correctly. And then you have to go 1 millimeter here, 1 millimeter there.
As well, how people mount it. If they mount it correctly or not correctly, that makes a difference. Because you can spend like half hour to taking it out.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I've also come across one that was when the customer moved in there like half a year ago. And they took the kitchen and the dishwasher from the people that used to live there, and they actually got a service contract for the dishwasher because it worked fine. But at some point there was a problem, wherefore it had to be taken out. And when I took out the little board on the floor, I noticed that they redone the floor, and they just flattened out the concrete, but the legs of the dishwasher were this deep in the concrete.
Oh,
so I said, I can't get that out. Good luck with that. Bye.
Yeah, it's happened same here. When, for example, you're buying a new machine, they offering you, they come to you and mount it and so on.
Mm-hmm.
But if they find out one tiny little things what's standing in the way, let's, for example, valve from the water, what cannot be turned off or something, they leave. And you still got to pay for the mounting.
Yeah.
Yep.
Michael, welcome to the chat. Hope you're safe as well.
Hello, Michael. What I I just bring some tiny box. What I work on it today. This is just plugs. As you can see, quite nice box. Plugs. This is video plugs from some kind of surveillance stuff. And they are quite cool, quite easy to break apart, and crazy heavy. Whole cover is brass.
Yeah, I
Totally.
know. I collect those as well. I used to throw them away when I still worked for the cable company.
Yep, that
Yeah,
was.
I didn't know.
a good
Now I
idea.
do. Now that I don't work there anymore, I know.
The nuts on it, and washer was made of brass as well.
Yeah.
What I have just right here, ready into the brass fodder bucket, or maybe melt. Who knows? But what is inside? Inside there is one tiny pin on each and every one, and they look like so.
Oh, those, yeah. Are they brass or gold plated?
The guess
Gold.
I'm gonna guess they're made of chocolate.
if they are brass, I will not keep them in separate.
Yeah, I know. I know. I think I might
Anyway.
have actually throw those in with the brass at some point.
Oh,
Um, I did test on them, and out of 100 grams of that materials, I get almost 1 gram of gold.
Oh, that's bad. That's
good.
very good.
Yeah, that's quite good. And all what you need to do with them, just squeeze them in the vise or something. They break in the half because it's very crunchy brass. Your pin falling out, fish it out from the plastic, and yep, it's yours. Yep. That's what I was working today. Quite heavy, quite nice amount.
when is your holiday over?
It depends. Depends how I feel. At plan, supposed to be Tuesday next week, first day of work. But we never know what happened.
Can extend it out.
Yeah. I got plenty projects to work on, but
Same
Yeah.
here. Not
Have
enough
you a
time.
video, have you a video coming tomorrow?
yeah, of course.
What's the video about tomorrow?
It will be food video and kind of prepping video and cooking video at the same time.
Cool.
Do you like sauerkraut?
Oh, you're on
Yeah,
about the
kind of.
Yeah. That's gonna be video about how to make it from the
Okay.
fresh cabbage and carrots and salt, and yeah, that's basically it.
There's another Irish YouTuber, guys. So he has a YouTube channel. He's from Ireland as well.
Kalimeister.
Yeah, I do catch a few of his videos that he does have up. He does a bit of gaming and he just plays a bit of music, chatting, stuff like that.
Okay. Oh,
There's
cool.
a few of us Irish YouTubers around.
Yeah,
But,
I was thinking actually through those holiday time, I will make tons of the video and edit a lot of them what I have already done.
yeah.
But so far, I get ready like this with the sauerkraut, like at the beginning of the last week, and from that time I did nothing at all.
Well, I have three videos done now and nearly edited. So that's my next 3 weeks done anyway, thank God. So that means I've for this Thursday, the following Thursday, and the Thursday after that done, and I know what my fourth one is going to be. So I'm a month ahead at the moment. So yeah.
Yeah, it's good to have something in the background.
Yeah, but if this lockdown doesn't soon finish, I'll have no more material to do work with.
You know, I got plenty of footage what I made, but it's getting so old, then it's almost unusable.
I'm just here taking the black caps off the top of these gold corner VGAs. That's what I'm at.
I used to like put the knife at the one side and then just try to pray it off
No,
instead
that's
of
what I'm doing. I just slide the little pin knife in underneath one of the corners and cut it along the edges, and it usually peels apart.
And I guess I got the same knife like you have. It's come out from Lidl, those tiny chippy. No, but
No,
similar, very similar.
similar, yeah. This is one we get at work. This is our work knife.
Okay.
I got one from my old job. As a
No, this little thingy. But this is
Yeah,
expensive stuff, actually.
This is quite expensive stuff, but it's really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
And
it
it's really
is.
strong. It's quite thick.
Yeah, that's why you can hit with the hammer and so on. Yep.
Kind of, yeah. But I actually had 2 of these at some point for work for my previous job, and I thought I'll put the best one at home, so I'll have the best one. The one I'm using every day at work is going to wear down anyway. So and then my work stopped, and I noticed I still had the good one at home. Hey, Ian Matthews.
Ian, welcome, buddy.
Oh my God, Ian Matthews isn't in bed. Are you not in
What
bed
is
by now,
what's
Ian?
that? Cahillmeister?
Yeah,
Oh.
he's another Irish YouTuber.
Ah, a long grind for monetized. Yes, I've been grinding for, well, not really grinding. I've been going for 18 months now, I think. And I'm only at 1,300 hours. I got 1,300 subscribers too, but that part was easy.
Yeah, the subscribers is easier than the hours. I'm at what? I think I'm at 2,000 hours at the moment.
Especially if you, well, there are not that many left now, but if you go to the Let's Go, Let's Grow streams, like a year ago or like
So you
8
still
months ago,
Really?
that's where I got a lot.
Yeah,
But that's just numbers. So
that's just number. Some of them don't ever come back to your channel. So,
most of them don't come back to your channel.
yeah.
A good example, I think, is Dumpster Jerry. He rarely showed up in the Grow streams, and he just made monetization, I think.
Okay.
And he has slightly over 1,000 subscribers, but when he puts a video out, he has 600 views in one day.
Yeah.
I
But like
get 300 views in a week if
like
I'm
Mr.
lucky.
Matthews there, when Mr. Matthew puts a video out, he gets a good 600 to 1,000 views. So he does on them.
Yeah,
If not more.
yeah.
Yeah. I
And
guess-
if you do nothing but the Let's Go, Let's Grow, you got a lot of subscribers. I've seen people with like 5,000 or 6,000 subscribers. They have a video up that has less than 50 views after a week.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but
I know
people
people
to
who
channels
got
like
my favorite chef at the YouTube, Carry On Jeff and John, the
Yeah.
guy who cook every Sunday. I love his shows. It's
Yeah.
great. It's fun, and he show very nice and easy recipe to do. He's over 3K, and he cannot get his watch hours.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
Hmm.
And he always put a quite nice show. He always friendly for the people who visiting him and so on. I just don't get it. Why it's going on? Why it's so?
Taking so long for him to get his hours up, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do catch some of his videos sometimes. I don't get them every week.
Oh.
But has Ian Matthews caught that mouse yet, or is that mouse still getting the better of him?
Ian's catch his mouse.
No, I don't think he has. I think the mouse is still
No,
getting the better of him.
The mouse leave Ian's. Mouse stick around. They counting for little extra drinks on his shed, but they see he corked it well, so there was no chance to get into it, so they leave.
Yes, that mouse was too clever for him.
Yeah, there was too crowdy at the shed and too much noise, I guess.
It was too untidy. Yeah.
Not enough place for Ian and the mouse.
Oh, Shark Scrapper has just gone over 1,000 subscribers. Well done, Shark.
Well done.
Congrats,
Yes.
buddy. Cool.
Good Coins and Variety. That's a new person to my channel, I think. I don't think I've come across him before. Welcome.
Welcome there. Yeah, good job, Shark Scrapper. Good job, buddy.
Yeah, the first 1,000 is always interesting.
Yeah.
I specifically wanted to reach like 1,200 within a year of being serious about it, so that I could say I gained 100 a month on average.
Yeah.
And I reached the 1,200, and like 6 months later, I'm now at 1,300. So 1,320, I think. So I gained like 120 in 6 months. So that's what was that? That's 20 a month on average.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Ian. No problemo.
But
Fun.
That is natural growth, by the way.
Well,
So that's better.
I've noticed this week where I normally get maybe 1 or 2 subscribers a day, or maybe 1 every 2 days. In the last 5 days, I've got something like 20 something.
Oh.
Which I don't know why that is. It just all of a sudden. Now I know Big Country give me a shout out on his channel and on his scrapping channel. So maybe some of them will come from his channel as well.
That's possible. Yeah.
Yeah, you know. So just all of a sudden, I just got, even today now there, I've got 3 or 4 just today, which wouldn't usually happen. Yeah.
Usually when I upload a video, I lose 2 or 3. So people get the notification. Who's this guy? Unsubscribe.
Get rid of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Sorry.
I hope that's not Corona.
I get that every time when I put something like oddball at my channel, what is not with the scrapping or something. Like last time I put tomato challenge with Mrs. Green Thumbs.
Yeah. I noticed I did the dumpster diving video, and the people who were into like metal casting, they probably just, what, dumpster diving? That's not what I'm here for.
Yeah, anyway, I get down with
Carolina Hillbilly. Welcome.
About 5, and the cell views of the cell video was like half of the normal ones. But anyway, that was fun. Something fun to do, and
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Shark Scrapper. Eways Ben, he's a cool dude. Yeah.
Yeah. So Eways Bin has a lot of subscribers. So if he gives you a shout out, you're definitely going to get a lot of subscribers.
Has he reached 100K yet, by the way?
No, I don't think he has. No.
No, I think he's about halfway, something like that.
Well,
Yeah.
I know he's slightly ahead of Moose Scrapper, or at least he used to be, and they were kind of on the same level at some point.
Yeah, but Moose kind of stopped doing videos there for a while because he hurt his back. So
Yeah, well, he's doing quite a lot. He put up a new one today.
Yeah,
even.
yeah, he's getting back into it now.
I just watched it.
I haven't watched it. I'll watch it tonight now. That's my evening viewing tonight. So it is.
Yeah, it's quite hard to follow everyone, but yeah, you still got those first one what you begin to watch in your head. And actually, every time when the band puts some video out, I'm used to at least start it, so I have it open.
Yeah, well, that's like me with Moose. Moose was probably the first one I started following. So whenever Moose Scrapper puts one out, I'll always watch it because he was kind of the first one I ever started following.
I do watch Moose as he going quite hard at the beginning, but as he disappeared, then somehow I just lose my interest.
Yeah, but no, he's got back into it now. He got some nice server blades and stuff there a while back, and he was working on them. I like them videos. He was doing a lot on them. So he was.
That was Ben, I guess. Moose last time put some kind of medical stuff.
No, but before this, Moose got in a lot of server blades. He got
he had a shed full.
Yeah, he had a shed full of them. So he had.
Okay.
Yeah, they were good videos. I like them videos that he put up. They were good videos. So, but he was out for a while with his back, but he's back now again doing videos, which is good to see.
Yeah. I always wish them good.
Gil Skills was another one I like watching. I like watching Gil's videos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
it's
a good,
okay.
he's a good guy too. Like Gil, he's a nice
Yeah.
bloke, and he's not one of these people who think they know it all or anything. And he won't try and put another person down or anything like that. He's very good, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
I was on that fell. I was watching Moose and Ben. Then Moose fell off the radar. Happy he's getting back. Yeah, good to see him back at it. What's called fell off the radar? Mike
We've got plenty personal stuff in between
yeah,
going on.
yeah,
It's look like actually right now he recovering of all of that. So
yeah, which is good.
yep, definitely.
But Mike the Scrapper, he fell off the scene altogether. He was really, really pushing videos, and then he just stopped.
Yeah, I think I say that many times
Yeah.
over the place.
But the editing, he's very good edit. He edited his videos very well.
Yeah,
Special effects and stuff like that on them.
he was like, trying to get on it, but
Yeah.
not really into it.
Yeah. It wasn't his thing. It was videos was what he was doing, but he wasn't really into the e-waste scrapping. I don't think he was good at doing videos.
Yeah. I can get excited on tiny relays.
Same here. Ooh, silver pins.
Yeah, that's correct, Ian.
That's the
Gary
real-
and Sandra have gone off the scene altogether. Flipping Irish, they were another scrapping site. They went around collecting scrap and stuff in Ireland, but they had a baby and they haven't done any videos since, really.
No, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I was with them for short time. I just meet them right before they get newborn.
Yeah. It's just, the other things take over in life for people, that other things come along, and you haven't got the time to be doing the scrapping and the videos and whatever else they're doing. So something has to give way.
YouTube, it's take quite a lot of time to a lot of time consuming to keep it up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Crap.
You're doing that. So
yeah, well, that's why I try and get a few videos ahead if I can, so that if something comes up that I can take, it means I can take a break for a week or two if I need to do something else, and the videos are already done and they're ready to go, So whenever I get a chance to do a few videos, I'll do a few videos together and just have them kept there, so that if something pops up, I can still put the video up automatically that week, and then
take care about
and carry on doing whatever else I need to do.
Yeah, totally understandable. I was trying on that and working on that, but yeah, hoping for this 2 weeks holidays will give me the chance, but so far, no.
Michael is asking us there, is scrapping our full-time job? No, it's just a hobby for me. I work 8 till 6 in my full-time job, and the scrapping just comes in after that, and the YouTubing. So I suppose it's the full-time job, then I do the scrapping, and then YouTube is my third hobby.
So we got 2 shifts.
Yeah.
And I think Scrapper Ralph, he does full-time work himself. And
Yeah, I work full time, somewhere between 40 and 50 hours a week, depending on how things go. And I've only been working for like 5 months now. Yeah, something like that. And before that, I was out of work for half a year. So I put a lot of time and effort in YouTube and in making videos. And that kind of got me going. But now I'm working and on panels and not so much working on videos.
Yes,
Yeah.
if there's a panel, you'll find Ralph on it somewhere. No matter where that panel is, he's there.
Many of the times, yes. It used to be even worse when I wasn't working. I basically lived on US times. I went to sleep when the sun came up here, and basically slept from 6 in the morning till, I don't know, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a panel whore.
I used to be. It's not that bad now because I do have work.
You know, Ralph, today it was the first day from last week when I woke up before 3 p.m.
Wow.
My holiday.
Yeah.
I think the longest I get to sleep is about 12 if my day off. So I was off Sunday. I don't work Sundays. So I sleep till about 12 and that's it. Then I have to get up and I have to go out to the shed and do something.
Yeah, if I'm at weekend time, of course I can easily hold to 12, but you know I don't want to waste the weekend, so trying to get my ass out of the bed a little bit earlier. But yeah, as you're sitting here and just playing with the stuff, time running, and something in the background playing, what you enjoy,
Yeah.
and you don't look at the watch, so you went home at 3-4 o'clock. As far you feel a little bit tired, then yeah, it's time to bed. Then it's nothing wrong with woke up after 12, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's so and it's a good hobby. I like this hobby, the scrapping and the e-waste. It's just something that a lot of people can't do. So it's just something that, even though value-wise it probably costs me as much to do in time and acids and whatever else I use than what I get out of it. But it's the hobby I like doing. You know.
Yeah, but from the other side, what else you can do? Yeah, there is plenty other hobbies, of course.
Yeah.
But I don't think many of other hobbies give you whatever profit. This gives you something at least, right?
Yeah, you get something back.
At least.
Yeah, if you take up golf, all you do is buy your golf clubs and your stuff. It costs you money. Your membership every year, you get nothing back. Where this, invest a bit of money into it, you spend a bit of time, and at the end of it, at least you get a gold bar out of it, hopefully.
Yeah, as well,
Or
you
a
still
gold coin or something out of it.
You still are staying active, right? You're doing something. You're not sitting in front of the TV and get fat.
Yeah. Well, I might be getting fat.
Yeah, that's all depends what you're processing. If you go with the BGAs, then yeah, you may get fat. If you go with something heavier stuff, then yeah, that might work other ways.
Even if we only break on even, we've done better. Yeah, that's it. Correct, Shark. Even if you only break, but again, e-waste is kind of you still get your copper and you get your brass and you get all them sort of things out of it as well, you know. So you'll make a bit of money on that copper and that sort of stuff.
But as well, self-enjoyment of doing stuff, and certainly you will see like tiny bits of gold out of your work.
Yeah,
that's not many people can do, and yeah, that's enjoyable moments.
You know, when I be telling someone will be saying you'll be saying to people, oh, do you have any old mobile phones or whatever? If you're throwing them out, give them. They say, why? What do you want them for? You go, oh, I get the gold out of them. What, you can get gold out of mobile phones? You know,
they have no idea.
Yeah. I think we might put Ralph asleep there. Are you all right, Ralph? Yeah, he's gone to sleep.
He's somewhere else.
He's in another world.
Yeah, as far as we don't scream his name out loud, he will not hear us.
Hello, Ralph.
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay, he got me. Yeah, he got me. He wants to hear me.
We thought you had switched off the sound. You got fed up listening to us.
Oh no, I'm listening. I'm going through some of my dumpster diving footage that I just uploaded from my phone, because I go to the dumpster room every day, and not every day that I find something interesting, Well, I get like 2 or 3 minute videos sometimes. But last time I had like a 15-minute video because I found so much stuff in there. It's insane sometimes.
Okay. You know, Ralph. You're listening, but you're not here. We just speak about something, but yeah, you didn't catch it, so that's all cool.
What I miss? What I miss? You were
No.
speaking about what? About copper or?
You'll have to watch the video back over now to find out.
Oh dang it! Well, I'm on panel. I can
I'll
actually.
get another view.
Oh well.
It was all a plan all along to get another view.
Yo, Bruce, what does it mean? O gauge, 0 gauge,
0 gauge. That's like
worthless
huge.
or
Huge.
Huge.
so it's mean worth.
Yeah, it's worth a few pounds.
Okay, cool.
Or 0 gauge, like really tiny.
No,
Like
I think
hair.
I think it's the bigger one.
That's why I ask.
Well, I know that
good or
coax
something
cable, the lower the number for the coax cable, the bigger it is. There's the C12, which is standard for indoor, and then there's C9, that's usually from indoor to the little case outside, and then you got C6, which is twice as thick, and C3 is twice as thick, and then there used to be C1.5, which was coax cable that was like this big, but that has been replaced by fiber in many cases.
No, okay, now it's all explained.
Half-inch thick wire.
Great, cool.
That's a nice find. That's the ones you like to find, them type of ones.
For homes with 220 volts here, all homes here are 220 volts. There's some 380 volts home even. But I guess that's a luxury thing. And in the US, it's and Canada, because the areas are so big, it's usually more difficult to get appliances and stuff and cables and whatnot all the way over there.
But yeah, so but sure, Raphael, all you do is swap your copper for bits when you go to the scrapyard to trade them in. All you do is trade them in for.
No, actually, copper I just stocking for myself, and yeah, I just swap all other metals like alu, shred, and some cheapy stuff. I will not give up the copper.
They don't get the copper.
Nope. Copper brass are staying in here.
They're not getting my shinies.
Yeah, by the way, we supply the houses and flats with the 6mm square millimeter power line. If it's going into the self, how you call that, fuse box or something. Yeah,
Yeah, in the fuse box, in the maintenance closet
Mm.
or utility closet.
we get 6 square millimeters cable, and from there it go 1.5 mils.
Well, for a shower here in Ireland, we're using 16 square now. That's what they're recommending you use on the electric showers now, is 16 square.
Not for the showers, but we use for the there's weird rules in here because I need to have a separate wire for the self kitchen stove.
Yeah.
What is at least 2.5 mils. I need to have separate wire for the dishwasher and separate for the washing machine.
Yes,
Same
that's
to
the
half.
same here. Everything is
All
on a different group.
Yeah, all rest can go with the 1.5 mils.
Yeah.
Recycle Dude, welcome. Does anyone have a spare laptop? Well, I don't. And
I'm sorry, no. I scrapped all the laptops that I had, but they were all old and crappy.
You know, Recycle Dude, I got like 80s behind me, but they are old and crappy, and I don't think they are worth to at least try to get them used.
his processor is dead. He's about to
Oh.
die.
Processor, really? How
No.
you die? How you kill your processor?
I'll just show you here, guys. I was taking this off. This was the one that had like 4 chips on it that I found
Oh.
on some board. So when I took that off,
Ooh, shiny.
nice.
That's good stuff.
It is.
Yeah, nice looking. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, so I didn't
But
expect to
this
see
look
that.
like
Was it?
actually CPU.
Hmm?
This look like actually CPU.
It does look like a CPU, yeah. But I forget, I took it out. What did I take it out of? I forget what I took it out of, but not too bad. Nice little bit of gold flashing and a bit of gold bond and wires in the center.
They're so old they have floppy drives. Yeah.
Shireen Matthews was had a screen up that every week disappeared a bit more and a bit more and a bit more.
And he doesn't mean the 3.5 inch ones. He means the 5 1/4 ones.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's for sure.
Hold on, I'll make that bigger there for you. Right, shows it again. Yeah, they're the old type.
Yeah, there used to be 7.5 inch of these. They were like this size. They were basically like a record in a square envelope.
Okay.
And funnily enough, they held less data than these.
I don't think I ever seen those 7-inch ones.
No, just you can look them up. 7-inch floppy or something. It's,
Yeah, what's the point to look them up if I don't find them?
Yeah.
no, but you can see
would be
pictures
cool
of.
if
You
I
can see
saw-
pictures and whatnot. It's quite funny actually. I don't think I've ever seen a drive for them other than in a movie.
And he also got one that take the punch cards. No, for sure.
Has a crank on the side.
So that's why his shed is so full. He got this PC out there.
I think he is the PC that one you always see the picture of 4 or 5 people carrying it into the business. You know, he's got that old PC.
But you know, those with the punch card, they take
8-inch
like
floppy,
huge
180K. Is that
Okay.
Is that a copper snowman route? This
Yeah.
this here is my future co-host, Scrappy McCopperballs. And this is aluminium wire, by the way. I do need to make a ball out of copper, and then I need to make a bigger aluminium ball and a smaller aluminium ball, and I'll make a little aluminium man, and then have them argue which is the better metal or something like that. I don't know. Just turn that into a little stop motion animation thing at some point, if I find time. If you people stop going live, then I don't have to be on panel. How am I supposed to get any work done if you people keep going live?
I will throw him out. That's gonna help him.
No, we can't. We can't help him. We have to. He's like Ian Matthews, where Ian said he wasn't going picking up any more stuff on the side of the road, and then the next video he's picking stuff up on the side of the road. So it's just you can't help some people.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you just can't help some people. They can't help themselves. So what can you do? Yeah,
Well-
have you seen Ian's last or not last video? It was his second last or third last, where his what was it again? Big load, small car. I think it was.
Yeah,
titled.
yeah.
Oh yeah, there was some. I
Yeah.
see that.
So he just can't help himself.
Yeah, I know that. I know that feeling. That's why I just don't. As I sitting at home, I don't go to the scrapyard because right now I can. I can go for the half day out there and fish so many stuff. Then
Come back and fill the shed.
it's already
That's,
filled up.
that's kind of
I'm
why
going.
I stopped looking around on eBay. At
Yeah.
some point when I got a credit card and I kind of found eBay, and then I find things that are not for sale here. At some point you want to buy everything. That I had to stop doing that.
Yeah, no, I have the same problem.
It's the same with dating websites. At some point you just want them all, and it's,
You know, from my side, as I go to the scrapyard and I see the whole pallets of laptops, then I'm not gonna end going out of there without these laptops, right? As I don't go there and don't see them, then yeah, I still got a little bit space and still got some to process in here. So
Yeah, no, it's just I think we have an addictive personalities. Scrappers do. They have to have stuff. We have to, if we see it, we have to have it.
It's a form of hoarding.
yeah, from the other side, when I go there next day, the stuff will be gone. So
True. You have to be quick.
same like I did with those golden relays. You know, I went there once. I found huge pile of them. That was huge amount. I take only one piece to just test it out if that's really is as good as it look. And at home at evening, I was just looking at it. I don't even believe my eyes what I seeing, and everything was gold and brass and copper and almost no junk. Next day, I went there to pick up the rest, and there was really a lot, like 2-3 pallets, like good 1,500 kilograms of it, all
Wow.
gone.
Alexander, welcome.
No, not hoarding. Keep it moving.
Yeah, keep it moving.
That's what I told people. I actually got all the stuff out of my shed. I find out of my basement. I now call it my spacement. Oh, what did you do with all of the stuff? Oh, it's now in my living room.
Welcome, Alexander. Good to see you, my coin man.
Yes, Alexander. Alexander does collect coins. I meant to say when Recycle Dude came in, he's another good recycle channel, and he also does little karaoke nights if you want a bit of entertainment, a bit of light entertainment. He brightens up. He can cheer you up if you're having a bad day. Oh, you can.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, check out Recycle Dude, guys, when he goes live. There's a lot of live shows. He also does a few lives with Gil Skills. They're getting back into it. For a while there, they had stopped doing them. They used to do a nice double act. So they're back at it again.
It's fun. And ask him about his hat.
Yes, ask him about his hat. Let's see if you ask him about his hat.
Welcome, Nick Jones. Good to see you, sir.
Oh, hello, Nick.
I miss Nick coming in. How are you, Nick? How are things? Welcome, man. Is it? Oh, it's gone 2 minutes past 10. I can't believe that Ian Matthews is still awake.
He's probably in bed.
But Ian actually is always.
He probably has the sound really low, or has an earbud in on the side that his wife can't see.
He's not only moving the stuff; he also cover it. Just like Dirt Rider, but Dirt Rider cover it in different way.
He covered it with snow.
No, he covered it with the blankets. You know, all his tools, it's covered with the blankets and so on. Like those tool racks. For the night, they get covered with the blankets.
See that? Ian Matthews has been in bed since 9 o'clock. So he has been in bed since 9.
And that is the reason why Ian don't get so early and fresh, because either way he went at the 9 at the bed, he stay up to the 1 or 2 or 3.
Yeah. I do that some nights. I go, I'm going to go to bed early tonight, and next thing I'll check the laptop, turn on the laptop, and next thing I look, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. And still YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a little thing I think that everyone does. It's one of the things that most people will do, get caught out watching YouTube videos for hours.
Because there's always come out the stuff what you want to cut out on it, right?
Yeah, but then sometimes you click on a video, initially click on a video, initially click on a video, and next thing you're watching a video of monkeys throwing shit at themselves.
Yeah, or hot women showing off bikinis that they bought.
Yeah, that.
Or is that just me?
or flamingos eating their own shit.
Well, yeah, that was a nature documentary, but yeah.
But still, how
that was on the Discovery Channel, actually.
Anyway, how Patch was to get into that video before?
Where did you come from? But yeah, the YouTube is just an endless. How many videos are up there, I wonder, on YouTube now?
More than there are people in the world.
There we go.
There's basically enough content for everyone in the world to watch continuously, and they will never catch up.
That's
I'm
some
not
of
gonna
the
end up
video.
like
There is over 400 hours of material being uploaded every second.
Ow,
There we go.
that's huge amount.
Never ending. Tim, the Spanner Man, has just come up with as well.
Yeah.
So it's mean if I put like 12 minutes video or half-hour video doesn't make any difference.
No, doesn't make any difference.
Yeah, I wonder, is there anyone that started at the very, very beginning that's still big, like that hasn't gone off the scene totally?
There's a couple that have been going for over 10 years, but the ones that were there from like the beginning, from 2005, I think it started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where are they now? The very first videos out. Who? It'd be interesting to see if them people are still making videos.
Yeah. I know I followed Ray William Johnson for quite some time. He did the show called Equals 3, where he basically laughed at the people at the viral videos and made stupid comments. It was silly, funny entertainment. It's basically like watching, like, what was it that Bob Saget presented in the 80s? America's Funniest Home Videos, but then done slightly better. And he had been going for quite some years, and he was like 11 million, 12 million subscribers at some point.
Wow.
Hey, cool, a creeper icon. I didn't notice that. Cyrus Dawson.
Cyrus, welcome.
That reminds me of the movie Con Air, Cyrus the Virus.
That's right. Yeah. We have
I'm gonna have to check this channel out. Oh, it's a empty channel. It's just a user.
It's just a watcher,
A viewer.
a viewer.
A lurker. Well, no, he's not lurking. He's in chat.
Yeah, they're the genuine viewers. The person that just watches stuff that doesn't have a content, he just watches YouTube. He's the one you want to have on your channel, because he'll come back.
People that actually watch stuff.
Yeah. You know, because you know yourself, if you have a channel, you don't have as much time to watch other people's channels because you're doing your own videos and you're doing other stuff, and it's hard to watch everyone's channels then that you try and watch, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I did put my channel out so I can comment and so on.
Yeah.
In about 2010.
Yeah.
And I did begin to playing with my own channel and my own videos about I did attempt at 2012, but I really get onto it like 1, maybe 2 years ago, like in serious way.
I started I had a YouTube under my real name that I just used again for going around just watching other people's videos and stuff like that, and then I decided to do my own channel in, was it 2018? March 2018 was my...
that's when I started. Well, slightly later, I think I started in September, I think, maybe August, not really sure.
My first video was March 2018.
I have to check my first upload, because channel I created the account actually I created somewhere in 2011. But that was because I had to be logged in for something on YouTube, and then I made the account.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you just go in and watch, you are not able to leave any comments or.
That was it. I wanted to put a comment somewhere.
Yeah. And I guess I did make my account for either sake of EWA's Ben or
Yeah, I made my account on August 31st of 2011. But of course, I didn't upload anything back then. Let's see what my oldest video is. When was this uploaded? Can I see that? It says a year ago.
I get
Does
one
it-
upload at
October
begin.
10th. October 10th of 2018. That was my first upload.
Yeah, my first, I think,
Oh, sorry. I wanna put some comment on Moose somewhere. Yeah, that was for the Moose. So I did make my channel and then at least try to make some videos. But yeah, back then doesn't got any good camera or something like that. Did make like few seconds video, what was quite okay back then. But anyway.
yeah, my first video was on the 28th of March 2018.
So you started basically just slightly before me.
About 7 months before you, or 6 months, something like that.
Yeah. Hey, and we're exactly at the same amount of subscribers, 1.32K.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just noticed that. I thought I was looking at my own subscribers, but it's yours, 1.32K.
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
That's what's your watch hours?
Oh, I'm at 1,300, I think, watch hours. But I don't do any lives, so you're probably ahead of me in that
I'm
department.
at 1,900.
Yeah, see?
And that's only because of the lives in the last 5
Yeah.
weeks when I've been doing lives. So the lives make the difference.
I think I've gone live twice. Once when I just hit the 1K. And that basically I was sitting in my robe playing Minecraft. And another was the live unboxing of a $400 video game that I got.
I finally, hold on, Bruce has done a video. What does he say? I finally done a video. I had 1 view and the numbers dropped to 19. I laughed and laughed.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
I just
sometimes you put a video out and you lose subscribers.
Yeah,
As
that's
we
what
all
happens
hear
to me
that.
every time.
Yeah, you put a video out and you lose subscribers.
It's because people then get the notification and then thinking, what the hell am I subscribed to this guy for?
Yeah.
you guys,
And
my
and the
first.
growth-
Yeah, sorry.
Go on, no,
Go
carry
on.
on. No, carry on.
Okay, my first video comes out in the 14th of March 2012. It was only 39 seconds video. And yeah, it got 54 views so far. Wow.
Oh, wow.
What a score.
And
Anyway.
what was that video about?
It was homemade foundry. I just built like a melter for the metal and just put some aluminum piece inside and
Well,
just watch how it go down.
you might get a few more people viewed now after this live. They might go over and have a look at it and get your views up.
Yeah, mine were just snippets of me melting stuff as well with my homemade foundry. My first one has 126 views, but that's probably because the title somewhat makes sense.
Yeah, and my
In the
next
beginning,
one,
I just uploaded stuff and didn't give a dang.
Shark Scrapper's asking, how do the watch hours work on the live streams? Well, everyone that's in while you're on during the show, will contribute to your hours. So it's like having views, but they're watching the whole video if they're in for the whole show. Where sometimes people go into your video and they'll watch, if you have a 30-minute video, they might only watch 15 minutes of it. So the lives give you better watch time, so they do.
Yeah, Cyrus, I use a big fire extinguisher as a crucible for my aluminium. If I do brass or copper or other alloys like bronze, like higher melting point metals, then I use a clay graphite crucible, which is basically what all the professionals use. And if I do lower melting point metals and smaller quantities, I have a small electric furnace which has a graphite crucible. That works fine.
Yeah, when you look back at some of your older videos now, even though mine's only 2 years old, you think, oh, geez, I would have done that differently now if I'd done it again. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, you know, I just looking at it right now and I see the views and so on, and it's so very numbers because I got like 50, 40, 30, 50, 70, 200, and then go down to 30, 1000.
Oh, but it's all over the
49.
place for me. I have one video which I didn't think was that interesting, and that got 755 views. It got like 20 more views in the last couple of days, I think. It's casting lead ingots in silicon molds. That's
Yeah.
That's just the title, and it's like 45 minutes of me rambling about and melting metal and pouring them into the molds and just fooling around.
Yeah,
And apparently it's doing well. And also I made a small Mjolnir hammer, the Thor's hammer, and that's my third most popular, but that's probably because Thor's hammer is in the title.
I'm trying to see what's my most popular video.
Yeah.
I have 1.6 views on gold recovery from laptops. That's my biggest one. 1.6K, so 1,600 views.
I got one good when I just picked out the right title for it, because the self-device was called Alcatel OmniPix Large, and then at the end I just add gold recovery, so it's come out Alcatel OmniPix Large Gold Recovery.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that has huge views.
Oh,
Huge.
because people think that phone specifically has a lot of gold recovery in it, but the phone, it was a large version of the phone.
No, it wasn't the phone actually, but anyway, you get the point. Exactly
Okay.
what it's all about.
Oh
It
well, when I hear Alcatel, I think of phones.
Yeah, I understand that. That's why I said.
But yeah, it's just funny. But Ian Matthews there, he has some great views on his videos. He got good because I think it's it comes across as genuine in his videos, and he's funny and he's easy to listen to and easy to watch, you know. And he's also good. He's also good for putting you to sleep if you need to go to sleep. So.
But as well, from the other side, when you get mastered those, titling stuff, when you can actually put what you're doing on the video and mix it up with some good sentence, it gets people like on it.
Yeah.
I just have that by accident, but yeah.
What's he showing us here?
Here's me fooling around with my furnace. I'll try to click through this a bit, because I'm getting a lot of slag out of this. I'm at some point going to be casting. Oh, come on.
Yeah, Ian's editing is outstanding, is correct. He does some great editing on his videos.
Yeah.
Like in every video, Ian. You're great.
Come on. Get ready for a fail. Come on. Oh, there we go. See, the crucible is a big fire extinguisher. It's all glowing pink.
Burning the arse out of it.
Yeah, kind of. I'm going to be splashing that around. Way too high to pour. It is actually working. You're going to see the two holes fill up in the front. Those are feeders, which actually didn't feed. Now I'm going to be. Yeah, no, that didn't work. Yeah, the other side, trying to fill.
It's already closed the air inlet.
Yeah. And the other side, it's going out of the other side. So yeah, I did a couple of ingots. Oh wait, that's kind of cool to watch.
You learned something.
Oh yeah. That's a new mold I got at the flea market. It's just small cake. Makes some nice ingots.
Oh, in the metal sheet.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the fish. There we go. Let's see. There we go. More pouring. Hold on, I'm just quickly going through this here. More. A lot of ingots.
A lot of ingots is right.
Yeah.
But
So
those two
that
switch. The rest is
that's
not
the project I worked on this weekend, and some parts worked, but mostly the ingots. And the thing that I was actually casting came out okay, but there was shrinkage. So I'm going to be casting that again.
Okay.
Let's see if I can get a decent shot of the thing that.
Are you going to do Premiere on your video tomorrow, Ralph, or is it just going to upload the video?
Oh, this is nowhere near ready to be uploaded.
Sorry, Raphael, I was asking. Sorry, I
Oh.
missed it, Raphael.
I think I will go with the Premiere because it's come out like about 20 minutes with, so that's good enough for Premiere.
Yeah.
You know, less than 15 minutes, I will not bother with the Premiere. There is just not enough time to say hello to everyone.
Cyrus, most of the stuff I get from either dumpster diving or scrapping. There's some metals that I buy, pewter or tin specifically, at flea markets and like second-hand stores. There's always that old, really dark gray, like those tankards and bowls and stuff. Nobody wants those. You can be. Yeah, yes, David. There's shrinkage, specifically in aluminium, because it has a low density, and it expands a lot when heated up. So it also shrinks a lot when cooling down. And
I think
then-
David was on about other types of shrinkage as well.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, brass, copper, and aluminium I get a lot from scrapping. And a lot from dumpster diving, yeah. And zinc I get free in the form of wheel weights usually. And tomorrow I'm getting my car back from MOT and also paying like 1,200 euros for repairs done. Yay. But I'm also going to be getting like probably 2 full buckets of wheel weights, which also have some lead in them and mostly zinc and probably a lot of iron that I'm just tossing out.
Ian, I'm not going to be up all night. I'm going to stay 8 more minutes till 10:30, and then I'm calling it a night.
Okay,
But-
then I'll shut up. I feel like I've been talking too much.
No, you're okay. It's just Ian. Ian reckons that we're going to be here all night, so he was saying
Yeah.
good night to you.
That's because I was talking.
Take care again. Have a good night, buddy. Or if you feel like you can stay more, 8 minutes. But yeah, basically, it will be easy to spend like rest of the night.
I have to be up for work again in the morning. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm all right.
You're on
I'm
holiday.
already in need of weekend.
I work again at 8 in the morning,
Don't worry.
so I do. Ian, are you still? If he's still there, Ian, are you still working, or are you locked down?
WTF, Mike. Welcome, sir.
Hey, Mike.
Welcome. Great to have you in. Another good follower, another good YouTuber
And supporter.
and supporter. Very good supporter to a lot of channels.
Yes.
So he is. Pop Scrap is back again, another Irish scrapper.
Hello, Bob Scrap.
And
He's all
Pop
from
Scrap,
Ireland.
yeah, he lives about a half an hour away from me here, and I've never met up with him yet.
Yeah, because probably you just steal your, catch or pick.
No. He actually has some stuff for me. He has the boards and stuff for me. He's more into the copper and that sort of stuff, the steel and the aluminium and all that, and he's more into that. So he is. He does. He works full time as well, but he's out of work at the moment because of the lockdown. So, but because of the lockdown, I can't go and meet him. Can't move. So he's got.
Certainly, when we all get time to do whatever we want, then we cannot meet each other, right?
Yeah, you can't move. You're not allowed to go further than 2 kilometers away from your house. That's the rule they've enforced here.
It's not as bad at me so far, but yeah, in my homeland there is. Yeah,
Yeah, Poland is a big lockdown, isn't there?
yeah, it is. It is. But actually, in here in DK, we got much more people with it and much more dead.
See that, boys? Look at
Case,
this.
but yeah.
Pop Scrap has gold for me.
Oh,
I
sweet.
would like some gold. I would like to do some metal casting with gold. So if anyone has a couple of kilos laying around, send them over. because all the bars I have look like this. I mean,
Hold on. I'll make it bigger. I'll make it bigger. There we go.
yeah, this looks kind of cool. But yeah, this is made from hard drives, so this is aluminium.
Still look good.
That's
Yeah,
in the
look,
hard drive cases, yeah.
yeah, hard drive cases.
Yeah.
But it's come
There
out
we go.
nice, really nice edges.
Yeah, I was surprised that that came out so good. But that was the very first time I used that mold, and the more you use them, the more crappy they get.
It was graphite.
No, that was like a small cooking tin. Just
That was those thing what you showed before.
yeah, the sheet steel. Yeah.
Okay, I thought it would be like quite hard to take it out of it.
No, it just falls right out. That's not a problem. Aluminium is not a problem in steel molds. Copper in steel molds, that usually gets fused to it, and if you're really unlucky, it melts through it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I must get into the casting eventually because I have a lot of hard drives cases and I have a lot of
It's good quality aluminium, I noticed.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have a good few boxes full of it. So I might cast something at some stage if I don't burn myself to death in the process of doing it.
Yeah, I have plenty of that, but I just turned it last time into the scrapyard. I think I turned about 1 ton of alu.
Oh,
last time.
here's the fish. Here's the fish.
Oh, hold on. We'll make it.
Okay,
Yeah,
Not
that turned out well.
Aluminium fish.
Yes.
but you got a few of them already, right?
Yeah, I think this is like the 4th one I made now.
I like.
I,
Go on. I was finish what you're saying. I'll talk then.
I got a lead one, a zinc one, and I think 3 or 4 aluminium ones.
Yeah.
And
I
this one. I noticed that this one is very nice, very smooth quality because of the good aluminium. I used to use cans, and I think I'm gonna stop using cans because I now have gathered so much extruded, cast, and sheet aluminium. Especially if it's not painted, then I'm gonna get a lot better quality aluminium out of it.
Already.
Yeah, I think the what I like is the what you're doing for Guild Skills. That was very good.
Oh yeah.
That was
Even though that was made out of cans, the aluminium I
Yeah.
used for that. Yeah, that came out pretty decent.
that came out good.
Yeah, but as well, I guess you put a lot of work to sanding and so on.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You know, that was very good. It turned out great. So did.
Yeah. He did a update video yesterday, I think, and
Okay.
he was showing his shop or his garage, and he said at some point that he had it in the garage. So I was kind of hoping that he would pan across the thing, and so I could see it hanging there somewhere. But apparently he hasn't hung it up yet.
He sold it on eBay. Did he not tell you?
Right, as limited edition Guild Skills merch, only one ever made.
That was up on eBay so quick.
Yeah. Yeah,
No, I think he'll have it hanging up somewhere. I'd say definitely.
probably.
He had it behind him for a long time. I seen it on his lot of his shows. It used to be behind him.
Yeah.
But, then it disappeared. All right. So.
Yeah, because he rearranged stuff in his room, in his living room.
Yeah.
Okay, Michael, take care. Have a good night.
Take it
Good
easy,
day,
Mike.
Mr. Clinton.
Thanks for dropping in. Great having you in the chat. Hope we didn't bore you too much.
I tend to do that. Yeah.
I could do that myself. I don't need any help. I'm well able to do that.
I just scrap talk.
Yeah, it's just scrap talk. But some people mightn't be into it as much as us.
Yeah, that's correct. All totally correct.
Tim is still in the chat as well. We've managed not to bore Tim to sleep either. I think we've managed to put Ian Matthews to sleep anyhow.
Yeah, that's easy task. You know how long you can lay on the warm bed. Yeah, he used to go like 9 o'clock. We got already like 11:30. So
Yeah. Well, 10:30 my time.
yeah, still enough
Yeah.
time to
Fall
at warm spot to fall asleep whatever was happened.
Yeah. So it is. But yeah, it's the scrapping. It's a hobby that takes up a lot of time, but it's enjoyable. I'm still listening to yours. WTF hasn't fallen asleep yet. We've managed to keep him awake too. But sure, it's only what time over there? He's what, about 8 hours behind us, is he? I think so. It's only
Not sure.
2:30 over there, I'd say. Is it, or 4:30? I'm not sure how far behind he is.
Yeah, YouTube is much better than television. I haven't watched mainstream television in over 10 years.
Yeah, it's all
If
Netflix. Is all I'd watch, really.
yeah, if I want to watch movies or series, I just download them, and for everything else, I go to YouTube basically.
So it's 4:30 in the afternoon for WTF.
It's 11:30 over here.
And 10:30 here.
Hmm.
Do you know what I watched last night? And I hadn't watched it, well, it was years ago. Contagion. Did you watch that ever?
I've heard of it.
Watch it.
I've not
the
watched
exact same as what's happening now.
Yeah.
It shows it's the same scenario.
It's kind of like that movie Outbreak, but
Yeah.
that was even worse. That was like a version of Ebola, I think.
Yeah. Well, this is the exact same as this. It originated in China. It was a bat and a pig that managed to spread it, and it was the same thing. You couldn't shake hands. It started with a cough. It was in the lungs, and it killed you within a certain length of time. And there was no immune system, or there was no vaccines. Just watch it. I tell you, it'll frighten you.
Yeah. That's where the rumors probably came from, that this started with a bat in China.
Yeah, that's where I'd say people were saying it from, the film.
Yeah.
I heard someone speaking about some book where was all our today's situation was written down, like let's say a few years ago.
Yeah, I seen that somewhere as well. That someone had predicted this years ago. I wrote down about it, and about this virus that'll come and it'll disappear really quick, but it'll come back again.
Yeah, it usually does.
And that actually will fit because the flu time, it's at the early spring and after the summer, right?
Yeah.
And actually, I did hear something in some somewhere, not sure where it was exactly. There was some tiny piece of Bible what fits to it. There was something about no one cannot sell or buy anything from anyone as far they get marked on the right hand or on the face. And actually now comes out those RFID chips or face recognizing systems.
Hmm.
Okay.
If you know what I mean, that's actually
Yeah.
fits. I don't remember the numbers of the Bible and where exactly was said and exactly word, but
Oh.
yeah, that actually fits. I think it was said out as a conspiracy theory or something like that. So it was like half real, half joke, half just as a news or something like that. But yeah, that really makes sense.
Yeah, but sure. You see there in China now the way they're tracking them with the phones and
Exactly. They
everything.
track them with the face at most.
Yeah, yeah. They know who you've been with, or that they can tell where they were hanging around and if they came into contact, who they came into contact with, and everything. Just unreal.
Yeah.
I think.
And there was one more thing. It was about the self name of this virus, what we got right now. If you switch the V for W, there was some kind of word game on it, on the self name. When you switch the V with the W, and there
There's
was
no V in Corona. Oh, COVID. COVID.
yeah. It was like Cow ID 2019. It's come out actually Cow ID.
Oh,
And it's come out at the end of the sentence. Then we are all like cattle and so on, and we need to get marked. Something like that. That's the whole topic of the thing.
But yeah, it's all there's all conspiracy theories out there, and there's
Oh yeah,
everything going on. You don't know. As I say, it's just try and keep yourself safe and ride it out and wait and see what happens.
yes.
yeah. That's exactly what we're gonna do. You know, me myself, I do actually enjoy to watching those conspiracy theory, because it's quite interesting, and sometimes how those facts are coming out together and actually begin to make sense.
Yeah,
If the fact makes sense, it doesn't mean they're real.
True. It's
If
just
something-
coincidences in most cases.
Yeah, exactly. If something is real, it
That's
doesn't mean
what
it's
humans are good at.
right as well.
It's pattern recognition. It's called pareidolia.
Yeah, it can create some nice, let's say, discussion and so on and
Yep.
that stuff. But yeah, I trying to keep the distance of all of it. You know, I enjoy
And,
watching it.
it's
but-
funny because the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, the first one has arrived. People say we are now in the stage of pestilence. Next will be famine, then there will be war, and then there will be death.
Wow, really?
Yes.
What to expect after war?
Raphael, didn't you say that the other night we didn't land on the moon?
No,
No,
it was
that was not Raphael. That was, who was that?
it wasn't me.
Who was that?
I don't know. I don't think. No, wrong word. Not I don't think. I'm not sure if we does. But who cares?
I've had my doubts as well about this, and I've actually did some reading up and research, and not just looking at certain websites claiming all kinds of stuff and watching YouTube videos by flat earthers. But you can see the landing site on the moon with a telescope. So yeah.
Simple one, actually. You don't need a very expensive one for seeing
No,
that.
if you have a decent mid-grade telescope, you can see it. Doesn't have to be a $5,000 one.
Yeah. Anyway, as I said before, there is plenty things what actually fit to each other. But if something makes sense, it doesn't mean it's really accurate.
Yeah, no, you can take interpret words to mean something where they don't mean that at all. It all depends, you know.
Yeah, and
What you want to
sometimes
take
if
from
something
something.
makes sense, it doesn't mean it's real fact
Yeah,
as well from the other side. So
Yeah. You know, different people take different. That's why you'd always see with the Bible or the Quran or whatever it is, certain person will use it to push their ideology, and another person will say it means totally different. You know, so it's all depends what you want to take out of stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
A good example. How many people have read the book The Catcher in the Rye? Nobody probably knows about this. This is the book that caused, I forgot his name, the guy who shot John Lennon got the idea to shoot John Lennon from reading that book. That book has been banned ever since. I think it got back on the market some years ago. And people were massively reading the book and thinking, what the hell? I mean, how do you interpret?
Where do you get that from?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it all depends. Some people will take something from something, and another person takes the opposite, complete opposite to it.
Yeah. I think there was even a South Park episode about it. now that I think about it.
all cool, Shark Scrapper. No worries at all.
You know, the people use it to push their idea. Anything they want can be taken that way. Why the Pringles?
The Pringles cans. Yes, indeed. I have a lot of Pringles cans and like little yogurt buckets, and this has silver-plated pins and stuff in it. This has those disc capacitors, those M&Ms, some people call them. They might have silver in them. And let's see, I have a brass pot that has all brass parts in it. And I thought of melting this whole thing in one go, but I'm keeping the pot for brass bits because handy to see. I do need to make some like labels on them so I know what goes in where. This is empty. This is empty. This is probably the most recent ones I got. So these actually should be away. Just toss them down here somewhere.
One more thing about them. They keep the stuff to be corona-free.
Also that, true, yeah. and it comes with a lid. It's a nice size, especially if you have like a lot of tiny things to put in. You can put quite a lot in there, and it's easy to store. And I like Pringles, so every time I have an empty can, I save it.
There you go. There's your answer.
Yeah. Here, a small bucket full of only like little copper bits and windings and whatnot.
And where's your Chinesium bucket?
I do have. I think that's in the garage. Yeah. What's in here?
It's big amount in
oh yeah, all lead scraps and stuff that I've molten. Wait, is this lead or is this tin? No, this is lead. I've scrapped out a lead acid battery, so all the tiny bits of lead are in here. Oh, that's in a metal case.
Yeah, every scrapper has their collection of stuff around them. You know, I have my if I can bring you over here.
I hope you don't mistake your chips. Oh, you had too much to drink. Well, I don't drink any alcohol, so that won't happen.
Show you there's my containers of my chips. So I have every one.
Oh yeah, those are handy.
They have 2 kgs of chips in each one of them. So
wow.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 kgs. 14. This one has only 1 kg. So that's 15. So there's 15 kgs of chips there to be processed yet.
Wow.
That's a good stock.
Yeah, there's more. Then I have these that I'm working on. There's another couple of kgs of them, and I have another 2 boxes somewhere. I don't know where, somewhere. So I have plenty of IC chips and stuff to work on there at the moment.
Yeah, actually, last time I was thinking about how to crush them instead of incinerate.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for that video.
I didn't even start to making those mills because I didn't decide if I'm gonna go with the hard knife or with the chain to crush them into the bits. Ball mill will do the job, but it will take a lot of time.
Yeah.
But
No, I'm still going to incinerate them. That's when I'm going down that route. I'm just going to incinerate them and then ball mill them into dust.
I got a whole bunch of where's them? Where's them?
Thinking about maybe using the jaw crusher on them.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
It needs to be very tiny gap between the, let's say, less than 1 millimeters or something like that.
Yeah. But I still think if you don't incinerate them, I don't think the gold wires will come out good enough. I think they're going to be stuck.
You may be right. You may be right because probably someone will find out it already. But if, for example, the jaw crusher will be, let's say, have 1 millimeter gap, if it crush 1 by 1 millimeter pieces,
yeah,
then the acid will have for sure.
Yeah, the acid will be able to make contact with it.
Yeah, that's my thinking. I just theoretizing.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's how people discover stuff, by trying it, isn't it?
Exactly. That's how stuff gets invented. I'm not going for gold recovery on these. These are just your MOSFETs.
On your right
this
side,
one is probably an IC, but these plates they are copper.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
so
right.
there's quite some weight in copper in these. So I got a. This is actually a washing machine detergent. So I got one bucket full of those, and when this is full, I'm probably gonna just fill a crucible with these and just heat them up and see how I can melt the copper out. Just try, just for fun. That'll be a separate video at some point.
That's gonna work.
It'll probably work, yeah. By the way, have you ever seen a couple of biotechs? Yeah, see?
Same stuff.
Shows it again. Yeah, there we are.
Here's a couple of hard drives smiling.
Oh yeah, a smiley face.
And
good shot, buddy. Good shot.
Not the hard drives off completely, like.
What?
Did you clean the hard drives off completely of all the steel bits first, and then?
Yeah, they're completely stripped out. Wasn't anything steel or other? Maybe some stickers, and the paint. Yeah. But there was quite some slag, but not that much compared to cans. There was like less than half as much of the slag. And the slag was basically blobs of foam that float on top, which I take out and which I will be remelting. I have all different buckets full of slag. I have a bucket of aluminium slag, brass slag, tin slag or pewter slag, lead slag. But now I have aluminium can slag, and now I have also aluminium hard drive slag. So I keep that all separate, and when remelting, so that I keep the same type of aluminium.
Yes, shark scrapper. That's what we are called, ball mill. That's exactly the same stuff.
A ball mill, yes. Kind of like a tumbler, yeah.
Yeah.
Looking forward to the video. Yeah, it's going to be somewhat interesting, I hope.
When are you hoping to have that video out?
I still need to recast the thing. Well, did I actually show the thing that I was casting? No, I already closed that again.
I say. Maybe July.
Nah. Did I show you the 3D printed part that was sent to me? That I was going to. Well, hold
Yeah,
on, maybe I can.
No.
It's basically a sand rammer.
Mm.
Hold on, let me see if I can.
Yeah, come on, show it off.
Yeah, I got like hours of video that I need to go through. Come on. Ah, there we go. Hold on.
Cyrus, there's never a dumb question in any of our chats. Any questions anyone asks are not dumb. I tell you, everyone has to ask questions.
Exactly. People who think they know everything and who are actually quite stupid, those are the people who don't ask questions.
Yeah. Anyone that
Asking
asks
questions
wants
is
to
how
learn.
you learn stuff.
Yeah, that's okay.
Usually.
Anyone that asks questions, they're people that want to learn how to do something new.
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
no
I
such
asked
thing
all
as
the
a stupid question, only stupid answers.
Yeah, well, that's we give we can
here.
give people stupid answers.
Yeah. Is this stuff that I wanted to cast? These are 2 3D printed patterns sent to me by a metal caster on YouTube, Julian HG. Hold on, let me see if I see it has his logo in there. I think I'm going to be doing a close up of it. There we go. Oh, I haven't stretched out over multiple screens. That's not handy. This is his logo that's on there, and I thought of sanding that off, but I kept it on just as a little tribute. Now, do I still have the other video open? Probably not. This is where the thing is cast and where I'm cutting off the. Come on. There you go. Hold on. There we go. It's all getting steamy. Yeah, see. So there's quite some shrinkage in the thing. This part here, this has shrunk. This is supposed to be a smooth surface. This side is where the feeder is on, so that I had to cut off, and the feeder is on there to make sure that there's no shrinkage. But apparently I didn't do that correctly, so I'm gonna have to do that again. But I am showing the logo at some point. Come on.
No, that's the cycle.
Yeah.
There it is.
So this actually came out pretty decent, except for this is a sand inclusion. That's what it's called. It had some sand washed into the mold, which I kind of got miffed about. Well, this was it was less than a millimeter thick. This pattern, and these are the lines you see here are the 3D printers lines. So it does take quite a lot of detail from the actual print into the sand and then into the eventual cast. So yeah, it may not seem like an interesting item to make, but it's very handy to have one of those.
Okay.
And I was kind of bummed out that there was that much shrinkage and sand in the thing, but I'm going to do the mold a bit better and hopefully have a slightly nicer result for my eventual video.
I thinking some thinner materials instead of sand will be like better detail on it. Like
It's the finest sand I could find, and the bentonite clay I mixed through there is basically powder, so it's so fine.
I did see people using those, like you got those red brick,
Yeah.
They grind it in totally powder, and then they get like floury consistency.
Yeah. That's something like.
I'm not saying that's gonna be the better, but
most people use that orange stuff. That's Petrobond. Most of the casters, but I just took bentonite clay, which was cat litter, and ground it up using a blender, turning it into powder.
But those Petrobond, it's kind of silicone-y plastiline stuff, right?
It has oil in it. It is very fine sand with oil in it, so it basically lights on fire.
There you go.
What happened?
No, as in lights on fire. That's nice to have around, isn't it, Andy? That you can.
Yeah, it's quite annoying, and this stuff it doesn't smell so bad when casting in it, and it's like over 10 times cheaper than Petrobond, because if you use a bag of cat litter and you grind it up yourself, that's even cheaper. But you can also just buy bentonite powder by the kilogram, and I just bought 5 bags of 1 kilogram, so you have it in a 90% sand and 10% bentonite ratio. So that would get me 1 kilo to 10 kilos. That would get me 50 kilograms of sand, basically,
Okay.
which that's quite a lot. That would be 110 pounds for
Yeah,
people
like
using.
people used to make, like, let's say, crucible and stuff like that of the old bricks or old tiles from the roof, especially the red one.
Mhm.
I guess that could work,
I guess, yeah.
but yeah, the problem is how to grind it. So fine.
Mhm. Got the risers, the center part from the foundry that cast them for. Oh. With the flashing still on it. This is quite sophisticated stuff. I'm sophisticated for me, so I'm still learning.
Shark has some advice there for you.
Just don't confuse the new cat litter with the used. Well, yeah. I don't have a cat. Neither does my mother, because that's where the garage is. I live in an apartment, so I don't have any really space to
now
do all this stuff.
So, you know,
My mom has a dog since like a couple of months. A little dog. It's going to be in a couple of videos.
so maybe that's why your litter is get like not great effect anymore.
No, the dog is not even coming into the garage.
You never know.
Well, unless he can open the door, and it's a small doggy. It's like this high, so it can't really jump for the handle. So, did we go over the 7
Yeah.
minutes that were left a bit?
Yeah. So I'm
Let's
going
go.
to
Let's go for another 3.
3 minutes, and that's it.
Yes.
And I'm sticking to this one. So don't start on a new topic, because what happens if we start a topic and they think, yeah, and they look and go, all right, we have to wait another while now.
Oh yeah. New topic: video games. I recently found the first
Wow.
Unreal tournament
That's not game.
from 1999. I found this. I own this. I found this in between my games, and I had the music in my head for some reason, so I went to look for the game. And this is actually like the final version that they brought. And I'm still running Windows 7. I installed it, and it works.
You know,
It doesn't look like much, but it plays great. Highest resolution, highest details, 120 FPS, no problems.
Oh shoot, mate!
Yeah,
You got-
exactly. Shoot.
You get me wondering.
He's looking for games now.
Just for the self music in that game, it was so dynamic, so cool. Music was great out there, and the self shooting. It's wow. And actually I was quite good at this game. I love it.
Yeah, the retro games, you can't beat them.
Triangle-shaped rocks in the tumbler. They put 25 magnesium risers in. Forgot about it till Monday. Nothing left of them. No magnesium. I have some magnesium. I want to try to see how I can turn those into ingots, because magnesium is very difficult. Because explosions.
I did make a fire test on them
Yes.
at one of my stream. It wasn't so bad.
Grind it up into powder and then light it.
He lived to tell the tale, so it can't be too bad.
Yeah, and he still has all his hair, so he's good.
Yeah. I used to play the trick with my nephews when I, collect the even iron grinds from
Oh,
under
that
the
works too. Yeah.
under the vise. Just drop it into the fire. It comes like
Yeah.
sweet, great sparky stuff. And the kids has great eyes, huge eyes, and wow! Especially when they
That's
are like,
basically how fireworks work.
yeah, exactly. It's all depend which metal you put on it, different color it's gonna burn.
Yeah.
Copper got nice color.
Yeah, copper got a nice color, so it does when it burns.
Green, right?
Yeah, greenish, yeah.
Greeny blue color sometimes.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay, we've made it to the final hour. It's all over. That's it. No new topic.
3 hours. All right.
3 hours done.
Gone.
Only meant to do an hour. So I'm going to say good luck to everyone before anyone starts a new topic. Thanks for being in there, and we'll see next Monday if you're all around. Have a look for Ralph's video tomorrow. Raphael's video tomorrow. Have a look for Ralph's somewhere between now and January next year. It may be out.
There will be a few between now and January next year.
And I'll have my one out on Thursday and live next Monday. Thanks, guys. Catch you all on the next one. Thanks for everyone in the chat who's there. Good luck.
Take care, Irish. Take care, everyone. Bye, Ralph.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.